Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully things have been going really good for you. I know it is an absolutely gorgeous sunny day with just the right temperature. I got a nice hot cup of coffee, sitting with a bunch of friends, about to try a new game here with Puffin, taking the reins again. We're on a little bit of
Mm.
hiatus with Bill's stuff, and that's fine. We'll have ourselves a little bit of fun. Nice little tight party, which I like. And I'm sure Puffin 100% appreciates it.
Indeed.
Indeed. When we get these 8, 10, 12 member parties, it's a bit, you know,
Unwieldy?
a little bit.
It exercises one's patience.
It does. It does. And I have spectacular skills at herding cats.
That's
Oh,
true. I mean,
yes.
and really, I can really exercise Chester's patience all by myself.
You
So
can. That is true, especially if you dare to bring a bard anywhere near me.
I was hoping you would notice, Chester, I didn't put the bard class in
No, I
this
did,
game.
and I
Mhm.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, guys, we're doing here. Let me go ahead and go put this up. We are doing, like I said, Bill's on hiatus, and we're going to Puffin's going to run here for a while. We have Fortress of Hope, which is basically kind of OGL D20 system that he's adjusted on his own, which a lot of people have done. It's one of the best things I think that WotC ever did. And to be fair, as much as people whinge and whine about Gary and his various people, I don't know that Gary would ever have done such a thing. So,
Probably not.
yeah, but the open license, open gaming license (OGL) for D20 is great. It allows for anyone to use the system to build what they want, and it's good. It's a good thing. So we're doing Fortress of Hope here, and of course, we're going to be doing Session Zero, which is going to be involving a lot of work on making the characters happen, and of course, kicking it off, which of course will come down here to Puffin. I will show you. I've got my character basically moving. I think there's probably some details I need to work out here, but and generally, this is a character I'm playing, Alabranth Brightleaf. He's an elven wizard and a handsome lad indeed. Yeah. Of course, not to be outdone, thinking he's in a steampunk world, we have GOP playing Gizmo Cogsworth. Of course, he is. And yes, yes, yeah, I know that
Mhm.
that character is definitely from that game with a little girl in it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, no idea whatsoever. But nevertheless,
Mhm.
that's enough of me yabbering. Let's go ahead and let Puffin take over because this is his thing, man. Let me go ahead and share my screen in here so the guys can take a look at it as well. There you go. Very nice. So yeah, I just threw this character sheet together. I don't know. It is what it is. So go ahead, Puffin.
Hello,
Hello,
welcome
Brian.
everyone. That looks nice. Um, so this is going to be a hopefully fun and hopefully everybody gets to do what they want to do with their characters, but I will take it away right now. So the world has aged considerably since the elder days, and people have begun to expand to the other side of the continent. They have begun to realize that there are other lands across the sea, that certain faiths, as well as unscrupulous individuals, have been shunted out of their positions. And as a result, the world is opened up. And you were all born around the time that all this happened. You live in what is known as the Old Country, the Old Fortress of Hope. And it got its name from it was the last bastion that held the line against one of the first necromancers. And not necessarily necromancer in the way that raising armies of the undead. This necromancer did something smart. It's a throwback to 3.5 D&D, something you could do. Basically, what he did is he raised spirits, and he used the spirits as counselors to train his soldiers. So you get old warriors that are level 20 or very high level, and you get them to either possess or train your soldiers, and they go on the battlefield, and you have both a pristine warrior in a youthful body with the soul and spirit of a legend. Needless to say, it was highly successful, and the Fortress of Hope was the last bastion where they defeated him. And that's the main seat of power where you guys will be active and working, because part of life sometimes is drawing the short end of the stick. And while your families were not necessarily financially able to send you along with all of the people that left, there are multiple different secret places in the world that still remain in the old country that can be harnessed for the greater good. Mostly dungeons and old mausoleums that were in the necromancer's territory that no one's really been brave enough to actually explore and potentially hollow out of anything that is still lurking. And that's where you come in. You all find yourself at the abode of one Mr. Rook, who is an enigmatic dwarf who has been giving you room and board for the last year or so. He is a trainer. All of you have achieved your classes, and he is taking you shopping today. Not for the whole day, of course, but in the morning. It's around 8 o'clock. And each one of you will be able to pick out specific gear and items that you'd like to equip yourselves with, and then you'll be going into one of the local mausoleums to make sure that it is, how you say, safe. So,
Okay.
Sounds
who
good.
wants to go first? You
Well,
are
I
all in the.
I think we need to make sure. I think my character is close enough to go.
Okay.
GOP, I'm sure is. I think what you want to do is make sure that Lady and Ethereal actually have a character to play.
Okay. Um, Celtic, what do you still need to go over with your character? What can Rook help
Okay,
you
let's
with
see.
today?
She's a ranger type. So
Okay, Ranger.
um, reflexes are 16, 12, 12, and 12.
Okay.
And, well, 16 on the reflex, but you got it anyway. AC of 9, health of 22. Because it is 2 points over 11, right? So 12 will be 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
if you have a
you're
16, that's a plus 10.
plus 10 to what?
I like to hit on
Um,
reflexes or
your
dodge.
your dodge will be 11 and your plus to hit will be plus 2.
Okay, I didn't know they were going to have a dodge.
Yeah, you have your two defense. You have your physical defense, your like melee defense, and your range defense. So your range defense is going to get a big bonus from your reflex. And like I said, every 2 points over 10. So you have a 16, so it's plus 3. So you'll
Okay, so
have
dodge is what again? 12
it's 9 plus 3.
plus 3.
Because 3 from your reflex and the
Okay.
9 base. And then your melee defense is 9 plus your armor, and you'll get your armor in a minute.
All right. 9 plus my armor. Okay. The two skills I picked out of the ranger was tracking and hiding,
Ooh, excellent, excellent. I like it.
and then the 4 other skills. What else do I need? Hit
Um,
points of 22.
yep, it's your might score plus 10 base.
Yep.
Let's look at the ranger. Let's see what else you get at level 1. I think because you get your special skills for being a ranger. Rangers get to choose one melee and range skill along with 2 other skills of your choice. So, what 2 weapons do you want to be skilled in? What melee and what range weapon?
Range weapon, of course. Short bow, because long bows are harder to do in dungeon crawl.
All right, so short bow. And what melee weapon?
There's so many fancy knives. Let's see.
I have the dice page up, by the way, guys.
Okay, I'm
All
in the
right.
channel. I
Yes.
rolled.
Serrated medium one-handed sword.
Okay, so a good one would be, now it's not necessarily on the list, but you can add
Yeah.
tons of weapons to the list. The kukri is a good one-handed blade.
Cookery
Yep, it is
or
a
sickle.
The kukri is actually made by a South American. It's it's kind of like a machete, but it's designed to decapitate bulls. So you can put a lot of force behind it.
Okay.
So the
That's
two
melee.
effects, I mean, it does slashing damage, and its
Okay, slashing.
critical effect is crushing. If you hit
Critical.
in the advanced debuff range, which is like 17 to 20, you'll apply crushing to your opponent, and crushing is really good because it's basically like you stun them.
Okay.
So, and then you get to pick you as you level with one of the following benefits, and we'll get to that in a second. And you begin with 100 gold, so that's pretty good as a ranger. And you begin with studded leather armor. So when you go shopping, you can upgrade that armor, or you can keep it and just focus on buying really nice weapons.
So what is studded leather to begin with?
Studded leather should be in my list of stuff right here. Armored studded leather. It's a +1 armor, and it gives you resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. Which what that means is if someone's using a mace, a blade, or something trying to pierce you, and it's not a +2 weapon or better, you don't have to worry about taking debuffs. You don't have to worry about bleeding. You don't have to worry about being lacerated, things like that. Your armor's going to protect you. And that +1 is also going to go towards your melee defense. So you'll be at a big whopping 10. But you can modify that by, taking cover. Like, standing behind a rock turns out gives you +4 to both defenses because
Hey.
it's a rock. And it's really hard to swing a melee weapon when your legs are behind a rock.
True.
So,
Okay.
any other questions? All right. So, Dragon, Mr. Ethereal, is there anything I can assist you with as we go to the market? As you're all talking on the road and getting everything squared away with Rook?
Tito keeps on closing the tabs I'm using.
Oh, no. No, not the
Now
tabs.
eventually I keep saying Google Docs is unresponsive. Google Docs is unresponsive.
Yes.
You know what? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go with Fearwalk and Medicine because let's face it, it's nice to have someone that can actually heal during the middle of a battle.
That's
it would be nice.
That'd be nice. Especially, and also, medical is one of the few ways that you can remove like debuffs just across the board. Because,
Okay. Yeah. So my HP is 26 if I saw a 16 might.
Yes, sir. And you'll have a +3 to hit.
Well, I also have a 16 in reflexes, so my defense is.
So your range defense is 9 + 3, so you have a 12 range defense, and your melee defense will be relative to whatever your armor is.
Okay, so range
And-
defense 14.
And something that whenever you guys get up to, I believe it's level 2, you can choose between duck or block, and if you choose block, you get to add your your might modifier to your melee defense. If you choose duck, you get to add a better bonus to your range defense. It's basically like, what's your fighting style?
So
And
all
that's
I get for level 1 cleric is just the keyword.
You get the keyword from your deity and the fact that your deity actually cares that you exist.
Aww. How sweet of Paul.
Mm-hmm. So, but the hunting buff, the keyword hunt for anyone who is listening at home is a very offensive buff. It gives a -2 to the enemy's defense and a +2 for you to hit and damage. And since it's from his deity, Normally, buffs and debuffs, anything like that, only lasts 3 rounds. But for him, it's permanent because it's his god is giving it to him. Now, it doesn't mean it can't be dispelled, but if nothing happens, you'll have that buff.
Oh, there's the halberd.
Yeah,
Halberd
and
is my go-to weapon.
halberd is your go-to. Okay, so we've reached the market. So I'm assuming that that's all the questions. So first we're gonna go with Chester, then we're gonna go GOP, Dragon, and save the best for last, Lady.
Okay.
I
Now,
wonder if they have green never mind. Lingerie. That's what I say. Never mind.
yeah, of course.
There's- there's no one here.
You're always the first thing in your mind is to get naked, lady. Okay. Yeah. No.
Wait, clothes are mandatory?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
We don't live in Iceland. But okay. So, with my character being a wizard,
yes.
I don't have spells, but I can infuse what you said, electricity, frost, and tar into my weapon strikes.
Mhm.
Okay. Therefore, I definitely need weapon and armor. So what would a wizard wear and use?
Unlike in D&D and things like that, wearing armor and using weapons as a wizard is not necessarily like it's not necessarily that big of a drawback. So you
Right.
could, if
It
you
shouldn't have
found
been
full
anyway.
plate,
They did that to
Yeah,
balance the system, you know.
yeah, you can wear full plate and cast magic if you wanted to. But I would say for a wizard, the armor that you'd probably be wearing is Gambison. Mostly because it's a +2, so you get +2 to your melee defense, and it gives you slashing and piercing resistance. It's comfy, it's easy to move around, and it's insulated because it's thick cloth. So
And it is
unlike
the
metal,
most common of all armors.
yep. So and if it rains, it's going to soak it up. If it's cold, you'll be insulated. If it's hot outside, you just pop the collar. Whereas
Okay.
a lot of these metal armors are going to make you sink, Gambison is not going to make you sink because I am proactive.
Okay. So
Mhm.
I got Gambison. All right.
Mhm.
And what longsword, I guess.
Longsword, that'll work. You can use a longsword. Going
Okay,
full
so
Gandalf.
Gambison armor. All right, and that gives me +2. So when we're dealing with AC, you said I
Mhm.
have like a 9. I
Mhm.
get +2 because of my reflexes and my elfness. So
Mhm.
what does the Gambison axe add anything to that?
+2. So your range defense is your +2 with elfness. So you have a 12 range defense, and your melee defense is +2 in your elfness. So you have 12 across the board.
So 12 and 12, not 13 and 13?
Oh, yep. Sorry, I misadded. Sorry. Yes, 13 and 13. My
Okay.
apologies.
It's all right. So that's done. This
Mhm.
Gambison doesn't affect my speed, I'm assuming.
No, it does
Okay.
not.
And I have a long sword, and my
Mhm.
long sword. What does that
Longsword
do
right
for
here.
damage?
What did now the way
D8 would
that
be 5th editions.
yeah, the way that damage works in this is it goes off of it does a flat dice increment, and then if you're higher level, it does an additional dice increment. So, plus debuffs are a lot of the damage that you're going to be doing because they can stack up really fast. So, the base is 1d8 for a longsword.
Okay.
Long swords from the weapon make alone is +3, so you're going to get +3 to hit whenever you swing this thing.
Okay. So okay. So +3 to hit. All right. So +3 hit. All right. And Are we really
Whoops.
kind of tracking gear or anything like that? Do I need to have like a rope and backpack and all that stuff, or is it just kind of
No, you'll just have like an adventurer's kit. I would say that you would have those things. Rook wouldn't let you leave home without them.
yeah, okay. I just seeing if you were doing encumbrance and stuff. Um adventuring
Okay.
adventure kit. All right, cool. That's probably it then. I think
All
that's it.
right, awesome.
So just to make sure, I have I don't have any spells. I have enchanted, which I can. Do I have to choose one and only
You can
have one, or
interchange
can
them.
I switch?
Switch anytime you want. You could
Okay.
swing, hit them with like tar, and then switch to fire, and boom.
So it's fire. I
I'm
thought
an
it was
expert.
electric. I thought it was electric,
Oh, sorry.
frost, and tar. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean using the electricity to light them ablaze. My apologies. My brain
That's
went
fine.
faster than my mouth.
Frost and tar. And what does that add to damage?
So what that does is whenever you hit something,
Uh-huh.
it causes them to suffer the frost debuff if you choose frost, for example. Let me come down here. Oh, sorry, the cold debuff. So whenever they're cold, all the rolls that they make are at -2 whenever
Okay.
you hit them.
And electrical.
So electrical does, let me see here, electrical damage, have it right here, electric damage. It shocks them when they're hit, and shock is a big fun one because shock, it reduces all their defenses by 1.
Oh, okay. And tar slows them down. Luck and fate. What does that do?
Luck and fate. So luck and fate are going to be important things. They're basically just kind of, let me see here, luck and fate. Let me see. I'm having to go through. Me and GOP have been reformatting, so my brain is all mush. Those are basically going to be passive bonuses that are going to help you throughout the game. The higher your luck and your fate, the better things are. And, like, say you open up a chest and, it's like, it is cursed. Do you want to, do you want to use either luck or fate to avoid that? Or do you want to just,
I
get
see.
higher luck
So
and fate and take the curse?
just keep it in mind. Okay. Now I put myself at 12 might, 12 reflex, 16 intelligence, and 12 charisma. What does my
Yep.
higher intelligence do?
Your higher intelligence, you're going to get you're going to get your 2 additional skills for having a positive intelligence,
Which I have.
and whenever you do a skill test, you're going to get +3 because of your intelligence.
And +1 overall for being an elf. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am done.
Excellent. GOP.
Okay, yeah, I need to go over a few things with them.
So GOP, you begin clanking into town.
Uh-huh.
What do you want to do?
Okay, so real quick, so my HP then is I get my base level, which is 7, and so I add my might to that.
You're an artificer. You just add the 10 to it because you're the architect.
Okay, so it's 7 plus 10, and then I add my.
Yep.
Okay.
7 plus. Then yeah, because that's the one thing about the architects is you're not a hero. You're a normal person. Heroes will add their might. You do not.
Okay.
Ha.
Fair enough. All right, so that
What you
puts
get
me
for
at
being a nerd.
25 hit points.
Nerd.
Okay.
Nerd.
So also for my defense, do I add my might to my defense?
Do you add your might bonus to your defense?
Yeah, my might bonus to my melee defense.
With the suit, no. At level 2, you can choose to do that.
Okay. Do I add my reflex bonus to my range defense?
Yes.
Okay, I have a reflex of 12, so that's a +2.
Because it's positive, it's +2. But once you get
Okay.
up higher, it'll increase.
Okay, so that gives me a 13. All right.
Now, what
and
is
then
your
for my
suit made out of?
it base is brass
Brass? All
or
right,
bronze.
Bronze. Let me look up here. Bronze. I see all the bonuses it gives you, but Your suit should also give you a bonus to your defense as well. Let me see here.
Yeah, I didn't notice where that said that. That's why I was.
Okay, so it's under special materials and bonus. Bronze gives you resistance to lightning damage, and it gives you +2 damage versus immortals. That's good.
Okay.
So your suit that you're wearing
Mm-hmm.
will give you additional bonuses based on how you modify it as it goes. So just for wearing the suit, I would say that like how do you want it to be set up? Like how do you want your suit's armor designed to be? So it's kind of like pick a type of armor and it's designed like that. So for example, say you choose banded mail. It would be made of bronze, but it would give you the +2 defense of banded mail and like the resistance to slashing. Or you could choose ring mail and get resistance to piercing, but a +3 to your defense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's choosing the design of the suit.
All right, and I can just pick whatever base. Like,
Pick whatever that's not a.
Hey, Amy.
Because you wouldn't know what ancient armor is, and you wouldn't have access to dragon scale to do a dragon coat. But anything, like you could choose to do a full plate design if you wanted to. It would be more expensive, but I'm not burdening you with that. So if you want to choose that, you can, and that will give you, your 9 + 4 for your base 13 melee defense.
okay, so I can't do dragon coat, anything like that. I can do full plate version, so +4.
+4.
Okay, I'm gonna do the full plate +4, so that puts my melee defense to a 15.
15. So where's that other
Okay.
+2 coming from? Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
because I get a base +2
Yep.
for the suit.
All right, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have your design, you have your base because you're covered in metal. What other? Now, so that's armor taken care of. What do you want for your weapon?
Oh, I was gonna say, can I also get a shield?
Gatling guns.
Right, I wish.
Well,
so
I
cool.
mean, later you can get Gatling guns, not right now. Those are that's ancient tech. So, can you make me a charisma roll, please? GOP.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have a shield too. I didn't even think about that.
You can get a
Alright,
shield.
let me pull this up. Charisma roll.
Mhm.
So my charisma is only an 8. So what do I do with that then?
1d20 -1.
1d20 -1. All right.
Yeah, get wrecked, nerd.
Come on. There we go. d20 -1. 4.
4. Your rook looks at you, looks at his money bag of holding, and shakes his head. No shield for you.
Aw.
Okay.
What does shield do for me though?
So a shield is going to be really good for you because a shield gives you
+1.
yes.
But not to the
there's
dodge, just the melee, right?
Shield gives it to both dodge and melee.
Oh, really? All right, cool.
Shield is both.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. I should have a sword and shield. Okay, cool.
Oh, does full plate do dodge and melee or melee and range or no?
No, just melee.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Because one of the
okay.
things they would use to pierce full plate was crossbow bolts.
Fair
That is
enough. Okay, so for my weapon, I picked an axe.
Mhm.
Also, what's my starting gold?
Everybody's starting gold is 75. Ladies is 100 because she's a ranger.
75. All right.
25. And that's a good chunk of change. That's like a month's pay.
Nice.
Okay. And you said how much are like adventuring packs?
Yep, you have an adventuring pack. An adventuring pack will have your sleeping bag, your 50 feet of rope. Now these are nice
Your
ones.
hammer.
Yeah,
standard
hammer,
stuff.
Cooking
flint,
pot,
flint
yeah.
and tinder, cooking pot, and these are special. Rook made them, so they come with a compass.
Oh, nice.
Oh, all right.
Very
I would assume I have a built-in one in my robot or in
You
my
kind of
mech
your
suit.
suit. You actually just you took the compass out of your thing and took a nail and hammered it into your suit.
There it is.
Right? Very
There it
high
is.
tech.
Super high
Okay,
tech.
because I don't know what kind of options I have with like how much if I were to buy some individual armor for me, just something like light that I can wear while I'm inside my mech suit. Just or
You want to armor stack? Are we mid maxing already?
right? No, okay. Well, I guess I
so-
Dude,
can't.
who have you not met
Yeah.
here?
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can. Okay,
Me,
so
I don't need maxing.
we protect you. So
Okay.
here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're gonna do. GOP. You can get leather, gambeson, padded, anything that's a +2 or less is close enough to the body. You can wear it inside your suit. The trade-off
Okay.
is if you try to swim, you're screwed.
Huh?
Or if you
I
try
can't
to
swim in leather armor.
if you're wearing it inside your giant bronze suit, you're gonna sink like a rock.
Dude, I'm
Well, I'm
telling
already gonna
you
sink
what.
anyways.
I've actually worn leather armor and scale armor and plate armor. You ain't swimming in any of that shit.
Oh, fair enough. Not even padded, huh? Okay.
No, padded is basically a shirt.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it because that thing soaks up all the water and it's incredibly hard to move.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll just this is more like so I have something if I'm not in my suit. I have a little
Oh,
bit
I
of
thought you
armor.
said you were gonna wear it in addition to your suit. I was
Well,
like,
if I can stack it, cool, but I don't think you'll let
No,
me.
no,
So
no, you're not
no,
gonna stack. Um,
Yeah.
So Lady's
All right,
playing
I'll
a
just-
ranger. He's playing some weird nerd. And Ethriel, what are you playing, dude?
The
Ethriel?
most regal of all things. I'm playing a Zet based upon a lion.
Oh, I don't understand. What is he playing?
So a Zet is basically like they're humans with animal features. Like a kitsune has like fox ears and fox tails.
The Kitsune,
it's-
you mean?
Yeah, kind of like a
The
kitsune.
Yokai Henge.
So,
Okay.
so he chose a lion. So he basically probably has a mane and claws.
Okay, I see. But that's not my question. What class are you playing, Ethriel?
The cleric.
Oh, okay, so we got our cleric, we got our ranger, we got our whatever GOP is, and we got our fighter.
architect.
Even though I'm a wizard, but I'm the fighter, I
Mhm.
guess. Cool.
I mean,
Yep.
I'm
Mm.
kind of more of that. But, lady, what was your character name and your race? Because I don't have those.
I never guessed yet. What does my game master suggest?
Well, given your question about green lingerie, I'd say an elf. But if you're going to let me look at, do you want to be range combat? I'm guessing you want to shoot
Yeah.
people. All right. So if
Yeah.
you want to shoot people, be an elf because you get a +1 to all rolls that you do. So
Mhm.
if you're attacking, you
Okay.
get +1.
You can be
If
an
you
elf
have-
like me, and I'm a very
Yeah, if
handsome
you-
boy.
And can we
Oh.
see in the dark?
No. Well, you can with something called a torch.
Mhm.
It's very
Mm,
special.
bullshit. What sees in the dark? You know, it has dark vision, whatever it's called. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
I'm
see,
sorry.
cats.
You were doing. Y'all got to do.
Cap
yeah,
hero.
So
yeah,
we got.
ethereal.
Go ahead.
Yeah, ethereal.
Yeah.
What are you shopping for? What armor and weapon suits your fancy?
I already said the halberd.
All right, you got a halberd. What armor are you picking? Yeah, can't speak. Blech.
Well, since I'm more role based, I probably should go something that. Let's see. I'm going with a Roman Empire theme.
Okay,
So
so
probably
Legion
Legionnaire.
armor.
Yeah.
How's that +1? That's a typo. That's supposed to be +3. All right, you got Legion armor. Excellent.
Even though I have a halberd, it's like yes, I have. But it's like, but this is a 1-for-1 comparison, so who cares the fact that my weapon might be not, but accurate to that.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And
It'll
I'm
be
going
okay.
I'm going with the for my ability, a noble presence.
Okay, so your lion abilities is noble presence. All right, so for your noble presence, we'll get to that when it comes into play. But so you have your weapons and armor, so you guys are pretty much all set up.
Mhm.
You have everything. You get your food. Rook is going to take you to the mausoleum so that nothing happens along the road, and he hands you special rations that his wife prepared for you. Um, and some of you might like it, some of you might not. It is a mead with floating honeycomb in it,
Oh, nice.
and a little. He says, if you check under the lid, because it's basically mason jars, under the lid is jerky, so it'll have kind of a rustic taste to it, if that's something you can imagine. And you can eat the jerky and drink the mead and eat the honeycomb,
I have
and it will
actually
keep.
eaten honey cured jerky before.
All right, so you
Mm.
know how this is going to taste.
God awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dwarf food. So he hands it to you, and each one of you get the jars. They're not small. These are big, like quart jars. So he, bids you farewell. He says he's going to wait outside the mausoleum. If you have any problems, you're adults.
Hmm.
And he goes over to the large door. Think of this as a outside, um, almost looks like just a single building about the size of an outhouse. It's very small. And he goes over to the door and puts his fingers in the door. You don't really know how, it's a dwarf thing, and he basically turns the dial, and now you see it. It twists, it locks in, it shifts to the side. He pulls the door open, and there's a ladder and a hole that just goes down, and you can see torchlight about 20 feet down.
I jump on it and I slide down like a real cool boy.
Okay. I won't make you roll for that because it's so compact in there. There's no way you could mess it up. And you're an elf, so down you go.
Okay. And I land, turn my sword shield out, looking real badass.
All right, awesome.
Take that, GOP.
The torches are very impressed.
I calmly go down before the big clunky guy.
Wait, will
Ethereal.
my mech fit in there?
That's a good question.
Might have to take it off, pass it down, then come down yourself.
So, would you like to try, GOP?
Because really the mech should be more form fitting than that, but that's okay. It's still gonna be pretty.
It is form fitting. It's like
not
an Iron
Iron
Man
Man style, okay?
suit. So make a reflex roll for me.
Okay. All right, so I have a 12 with my reflexes. So when I'm doing the roll, what is that? That would be
So +1. Oh no, sorry, it's positive +2. So you 1d20 +2.
Okay. Let me go back over to the rolling page. Here we go. D20 +2. Nope. 6.
Okay, so what happens is you start going down the
What
you
rolling
climb
page
on.
are you? What? Hang on. What rolling thing are you doing? What are you rolling
I'm
at?
doing our fan speak one. Is that are we not doing that anymore?
He's got the
Oh, we're back on the web page.
double D's. Yeah.
Okay. All right, my bad. My bad. I was thinking we were doing what we did last time.
Nope. Always
Would you like me to roll again here or no?
That's up to him.
It's up to you.
Yeah, roll again.
Okay.
Would see you fall down the ladder again. 10 out of
That'd
10.
be funny.
Oh,
All right, so you said +2.
+2. Let me see it.
8.
8. All right, so you still fall down the ladder. So
Didn't help
as
me
you're going
much.
down, you begin to fall, but it's not like normal. I need you to roll me 1d8, please. Actually,
Okay.
2d8.
If
Because that's
I
bronze. This is a wooden ladder.
oh boy. 12.
12. So you do 12 damage to the ladder as you try to slow yourself, breaking every one of the rungs on the way down. Effectively, now you're down, but you can't get back up unless you get a new ladder.
We got a rope and a grapple. We're good.
Yeah, you got a rope.
Good luck, lion boy.
All he
Ethereal.
has to do is hang on to the side and squish down.
Yeah, he's a
That's what I
cat
do.
You can
man.
scooch down. So, Ethereal, Rook kind of looks at you, and he is holding back, like you. It looks like foam on the water, like the giggle trying to, like, come out of his beard, just like laughing at your misfortune. And you don't know why he has basically like a railroad spike. That's the best way I can describe it. And he hammers it into the ground, ties a rope around it, and hands it to you, and is like, "Good luck, son.
Okay.
Make you a reflex roll, please, and
So-
you will get an additional +1 because you're a kitty cat."
Does he have
Meow,
a lion
meow, meow.
face or just a human face with lion mane?
He has he's kind of humanoid, like he has like human hair coming down, but it's so long it wraps around and kind of makes
So
the
like
mane.
like Thundercats.
Thundercats,
Yeah.
yeah. Thundercats,
Are you?
yeah.
How
Yeah,
furry
I'm
are
also-
you?
I'm not furry, but I am very hairy.
No, you're
He's
definitely a
Thundercat.
furry.
Yeah, he's a furry. He's like Thundercat furry.
I'll just call him Brony from now on.
No, do
I-
not
I-
call
I
me Sony.
Okay, so
Oh,
make
good
that
Brony.
reflex roll, please. 1d20.
Oh, name a character Sizzle.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like
Sizzle,
that.
of course.
Sizzle.
We're in trouble
Okay.
now.
All right, lady with Sizzle. Is that your entire name? Is that
Sizzle
just your character's
Salacious.
stage name?
So Sizzle
That's my
Salacious. Write
dancer's
that down.
name.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
What
a
I
dance
do for a
name.
living is I dance.
She's
Yeah.
a
Oh,
dan- she's a-
excellent.
So
is-
literally,
the
we're
word
just
is
putting
sh-
down Sizzle.
Yeah,
That's
Sizzle.
it.
No,
So
no.
we got a furry,
no.
we got a
We gotta-
dancer,
we gotta figure.
we got
you
an
gotta,
ups.
you gotta write down correctly, GOP. It's
Uh-huh.
Sizzle Salacious,
Oh my
stripper.
god.
Oh, okay.
Not a stripper.
Why
Exotic
would you
dancer.
put the title, like put her job title in her name?
hmm
Yeah,
No.
it's
Extraordinaire
like a
would be
Tricon
the
quest. You got to say the
adjective.
whole thing.
All right, Sizzle Salacious. That is your name now.
There we go.
Excellent. I got some art.
Good
for
job.
that.
So if you're
You-
not a
Oh, you have
stripper,
some
then
art for me, do you?
well, if
I
you're not
do.
a stripper, then you're a drag queen. So you choose.
Oh no!
No.
I love that. No.
If I was a drag queen, I'd have to be a dwarf with a beard.
oh
or-
no!
or I
That
could
would
have a
actually be
beard.
pretty funny.
It's not right.
I ain't got art for that. Ooh.
I'm sure we could make it. Yeah, I still don't have Dragon's name, by the way.
Let's call him Leo.
Maximus.
Ma-
Leo
Maximus.
Maximus.
Is it
All
just
right.
Maximus?
Maximus
Well, I'm not-
Muzzolina.
Well, I'm not. Well, I haven't figured
No.
out my family name yet because I haven't figured out the backstory of a puppet would allow.
Okay, I mean that's
Your name
fair.
is Gluteus Maximus Aurelius.
That's
You
right.
know
He's
what?
got
How
a
about
big
how about
butt, He
you?
knows what to do with it.
How about you let him use his Gluteus Maximus to get down this rope?
Yeah.
Yep.
Make
Ah.
that reflex roll.
My name is Gluteus Maximus Marcus Aurelius.
I didn't make a reflex roll. What was like?
One
You
d
did
Like,
it.
twenty.
what is eight?
We're looking at it. We don't see it.
We're doing we're back to the
Double
D&D
D.
dice.
Bugbear's, yeah, double D Bugbear's basement.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 3.
If you guys need reinvites, I've got it up so I can send it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not using that roll.
All right. So while he's doing this, Mr. Elf.
Yeah.
What's my
Can-
bonus? 3? Well, because of the
Plus 3.
16.
You get a +3. Plus you get another. Actually, you'll get a reroll because you're a kitty cat. So if you fail, you can roll again. But in the meantime, before you you make your way down.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll with an advantage then.
Yeah, just roll with advantage. It's fine. We'll use our tongue in cheek terms. It's
Oh, there we go.
I need
He's all.
I need a roll from Mr.
18.
Wizard.
My name is Alabranth Brightleaf.
Alabranth.
Alabranth
Make me a
Brightleaf.
survival.
So I'll
I'm
roll in a
feeling brightly.
d20, and what am I making of the roll? Is it just skill based, so I get out my normal skills, or what?
It's based on survival, so you have
Okay.
your +3 intelligence, so 1d20 plus 3, and since your base
Right.
rank in your skill is 1, it'd be +4, then +1 for your being an elf, so 1d20 plus 5.
So 13.
13. Excellent. So you see it as he's coming down the ladder.
Face first.
You you see a something that probably shouldn't be doing what it's doing. You're not used to skeletons walking towards you with large swords, but this one is.
Well, I'm here for adventure, sir. So I am ready. And I launch into combat with halal halay, and off I go, shield up, and I start getting at it. Yeah.
All right. So one thing that you automatically notice because of your high intelligence is that in this hallway, if you'll just do a quick theater of mind, you know this is kind of like a crypt hallway. It's about surprisingly a 12-foot high ceiling. And it's about 12 by 12. There are multiple different like urns and pots, things people left here for the dead, as well as things the necromancer drug in that are worthless loot now, but could have been useful. There's also some stone pillars, so you can move 30 feet. I would recommend you can actually move close to the skeleton by one of the pillars, and that will give you a +4 to your melee defense because there's a good chance the skeleton could hit the pillar instead of you.
Oh, okay. So, think defensively, tactically.
Yeah.
No problem.
Think
I do
tactic.
exactly that. And I put myself in position and I take a swing, or do I have to roll initiative?
No, it's reactive action. So you would act, then the skeleton's going to act, and then the next
Okay.
person acts.
So I put myself in position to try to give myself the best defense as possible, put my shield up, and I strike down with my sword. Huzzah!
hmm What
And
what element?
I'm going, well, I would say for a skeleton, tar would probably be the best.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. So I'm going to swing. I add +3 because of I add throw +3. Nice. Okay.
All right.
I rolled an 11 to
Okay.
hit the skeleton with my enchanted thing. I'm pretty sure it's +3, right? Yep.
+3. Yep,
Yep.
+3. Yep, you're all good. So, let me see one thing real fast. Okay, cool. So, um, as you swing at the skeleton, your swing goes slightly wide,
Hmm.
as the skeleton's defense is a little bit higher, mostly because it's made of bone. So theatrically, it's kind of like you hit it, but it kind of glanced off of its exposed collarbone.
Sure.
And so the
Come at me,
skeleton
bro.
will it is going to try to come at you, but it is a skeleton, so it has only the bonus to hit that its weapon gives it because it has effectively it just has like a 10 strength because it can't get more. It doesn't have any muscle. Now, magic is a thing, but the necromancer's not here to continue empowering his creation, if you understand what I mean.
Hmm.
So let me look at what sword I gave him. Who had the Zweihander?
Oh no, I was going to have one, but then I switched it to an axe because
Well, this guy
swordplay was
this guy has
dex.
a Zweihander.
Oh,
Where was the Zweihander? I don't see it. You had it for me to edit. Where was it? Where did you put it?
did I have
You,
it edit?
you did have it edited. I think it deleted it. No, you deleted my
Oh
Zweihander.
no! I didn't mean to do that.
You deleted my Zweihander.
Oh no, I can't believe I did that.
No, you
I'm
did it on
sorry. It was a
purpose. I can feel
+3.
it.
Yeah,
It was a +3.
I'm with Chester with that.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I don't know how I did that. It genuinely me too. I feel like a dick now.
Okay, so it will get its +3 to hit from its Zweihander. Let me see. Blah. So it
Oh.
got a 16, but you have a +4 to your defense from the pillar. What is your defense with the pillar?
I guess it's 14, which seems kind of low if we're using D20s, so maybe I've got that wrong.
Okay, so what's your armor?
I'm wearing Gambison.
Gamison, which is +2, so 9, 10, 11. And then you have your +1 from your shield, which goes up to 12, and then you have +4 from the pillar, which is 16.
Right, and then I have +1 for
The
being
elf.
elf.
So it barely missed you. There you
Okay.
go. So it
Okay.
Mhm. So it swings, and the sword actually kind of sticks into the pillar. So it's kind of like you're pinned behind the pillar for a second until the skeleton actually retracts it. You can, of course, slip underneath it, but it's just kind of like, huh, faster than I thought. So, lady, you would probably be able to react if you'd like to, or nerd.
I am going to move behind a pillar
hmm
and thinking I can't do nothing to this thing. How tall is it compared to us?
It is about normal human height, so it is this 5'9" skeleton.
5'9" compared to me, whatever height I am.
You, female elves are about 5'9". Average male elf height is 6 foot.
I'm going to
Okay.
attempt to hit it with my axe.
All right. Well, let lady do what she's doing, then you can try to
Fair
hit
enough.
with
Oh, wait.
He's gonna go. Just tell me if I hit or not. How about
Okay.
that? Let's see. Short bow hitting.
short bow. So you have a short bow, which I believe is a +2. I believe. So
Is it a
you
+2? Okay.
Yep. So you have +6 to
Plus.
hit. Because you have a +1 for being an elf, +2 from your bow, and +3 from your reflex. So 1d20 plus 6.
I'm getting 5.
Oh, okay. You're getting 5, or did I looked at the longbow. I'm sorry. I looked at the I looked at the wrong one. My bad.
The
Okay.
wrong bow.
I looked at the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, lady. Get
Alright.
it.
Get it.
I have
1d20
no
plus
idea.
5.
I'm probably messing up anyway.
No, you got it. 1d20 plus 5. You're right.
14.
14. All right. So, you hit the skeleton square on. I need you to roll 1d8 for me, please. You have damaged the Discalibro.
Also, are we paying attention to the crit ranges?
Yes, we are paying attention to the
Okay.
crit ranges.
Do I have any added to damage?
You're added to damage. Let's see. You got a 14. You have a 16 reflex. Is that right?
Yes.
You have critical. Excellent. So you would do double damage. So roll 2d8 for me then.
Not
3
much.
damage. It's hey, it's better than nothing. So you hit it, and as you're like up against the wall, Chester, you see this arrow suddenly stick into the skeleton's head, and the skeleton turns and pulls the sword out and begins walking towards Lady. So it is your turn, GOP.
Okay. So just for clarity,
Mhm.
if I'm gonna go swing on my axe, I get a +3 from the axe itself, and
Yep.
since my might is a 16, that's another +3. Correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now there is torchlight, but between you and the skeleton there is debris, so it will buff its defense slightly.
Okay. And since I'm human, I get +1 to all rolls.
No,
And
elves get +1 to all rolls.
Not humans.
huh?
You're a
But what
normal
about
human.
humans?
Uh-uh.
I could have swore humans. Yeah, humans make bonuses that they get a +1 to all their rolls.
Let me see here. Oh, that should say.
Elves have a +1 to their defenses.
Oh.
They can talk to animals, use their movement in multiple directions.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I forgot about the talk to animals.
Yeah, you can, but that's fine. So make your roll.
Yes. Okay. So +7. Got it.
+7.
Drew. 6, 7. 16.
16. So you have barely hit the skeleton. What's your might?
It's 16.
So
So-
that would be critical, so roll 2d8.
Okay. 10.
10.
More than
So
I did.
So you hit the skeleton with your axe, and you see that it kind of bores in, and you cut one of its arms off, and its arm kind of lands on the ground. About this time, Ethereal will be making it down to the level, and you see the skeleton like pop its arm back up, and so this is the second portion of reactive actions. So The skeleton is going to swing at you, GOP. Then it's going to go back to Chester, and then it'll go back to the skeleton again.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, whenever it's a solo enemy, because that was one of the problems in D&D was, they had to add layer actions and different things to break up the action economy and the react. If there's one enemy, they will go after the first time they're attacked and at the very end of the round. So he's going to swing at GOP. Let me see.
So does the debris on the floor also give me a bonus or no?
No, because you're swinging over it to hit him, and whenever you did that, you kind of broke it. So no bonus
Okay.
for him and no bonus for you.
All right. Well,
I
he
think
hits
got
me.
you. He
Yeah.
gets you. So what's going to happen with that is, excuse me, is that is actually within his critical range. So he's going to do 2d8 damage to you.
Okay.
Let me see here. 5 damage.
5. All right. I'm down to 20.
And he is not higher level than you, so there's no multiplier on that damage.
Yay.
Okay.
So he hits pretty solid, and it goes right back to Chester.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me go
Does
ahead.
Dragon get to go, or is he waiting?
No, he just got down here. He'll go on the next round.
Okay. So let's see here. This guy is trying to walk past me and go toward Lady. So I kind of bring I turn myself around and I kind of bring a hammer shot down on top of it while I try to. So
Excellent. Let's go for it.
12.
That will hit because you get a +1 because you're flanking it. So that will
Alright.
hit it on the dot.
That's
so
fair. That is fair. Now
so
my damage.
it's the base 1d8. You have applied tar to it. What is your might score?
My might score is 12.
Okay, so the way that your stats reflect critical range is it's basically every point over 10 increases your range. So if you have like a 12 might, if you roll an 18 to 20, modified or not, you critical.
Which I didn't. So I just roll a d8 straight damage, right?
D8 straight damage.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
With tar.
With tar.
I do 2 points of
Okay,
damage.
that's fine. That's good damage. So whenever you hit it with the tar, it begins like lurching and slowing down, and it loses its minor reactions, which is, remember when Lady hit it, it got to start moving towards her. It can't do that now. It can only move on its action now.
Oh, okay. That's
Because it
cool.
is
So it slows
tar.
it down is what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Now let me understand the AC real quick here. You have it set at 9, not 10.
I had it set at 9, but it can be 10 if you think it
Well,
was better. I was.
Yeah, no, because the D20 system, and we're using the standard. It's a little bit lower, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
I think it should be 10, dude, because they did a lot of. There's been a lot of ratioing on that with D20s.
Okay. I just wanted to have it a little bit of I wanted it a
More
little
challenging.
bit,
Right,
more
and you
challenging.
did that by lowering the armor's protection, which is good. I get why you did that. That's fine. But that's my opinion. But because we are
Okay.
playtesting here.
Yeah, that's fine. You can all raise your defenses by 1. That works for me. I mean, the idea of the debris in combat will also help compensate for that, I think, as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see.
Um,
Let's see.
Okay. Well, so
My-
16 now.
My
Gotcha.
turn. Correct?
After Chester goes to the skeleton.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, go ahead.
So the skeleton is going to. It was just attacked, so it's facing Lady. It kind of like looks back mechanically and lifts its sword up over its head. Kind of glances over its past its non-existent arm, and swings the sword back at
Me.
at you.
I hit him, so he's got to get me. Ooh,
He
that was
misses.
very close to not happiness.
Yes. The sword basically whooshes past you, like, whenever something cuts past you, but it's too short,
Mhm.
you feel the wind on it. That's exactly what happens. Now it goes to Lady.
Okay, I am going to do something dumb.
Okay,
But that's good.
par for the course.
How wide is this hallway?
12 feet. And there's two main support
It's
pillars
12.
you're hiding
That's
behind.
up. I thought that was to the ceiling.
Yes, it's
Okay.
12 feet high and it's about 8 feet wide.
Okay. Bouncing off, in other words, I'm gonna run toward the wall, bounce off of it, and land on the flat side of his sword, jerking it out of his hand.
The phrasing.
Nope,
Yeah, no,
What?
she's
no,
a stripper. Go for
Yeah,
it.
she's a stripper.
Roll it.
That's right. She gets bonuses.
I'm a stripper.
She gets
She
bonuses
has
when she
reflex.
uses those words.
Has the reflexes.
I got
Go for it.
reflexes. I got
Go for it.
reflexes. What kind
Don't
of
correct
pluses?
it.
What do I need to add?
I'm going to
I
get
don't
some
know.
coffee.
So
I'll be
this is
back.
okay.
I'm
This
sorry?
is a reflex. He's getting coffee. So roll a 1d20 plus 3.
Not plus 10?
No.
Thought it was 2 points over 11.
It's every 2 points over 12 is a plus 1.
It's kind of like how normal D&D is, where it's like
Oh
you
no,
have,
that's so
you know.
confusing. Plus, I'm an elf.
Yep. So you get plus 1 to all your defenses and the jumping. You don't even have to make a roll because you're an elf. You get the pluses to your defense, but on top of that, because you can move you can move 15 feet as a jump action as an elf, you can
Okay.
just do the jump without even having to roll.
Could
So
I
you
also
just,
push him when I land on it?
if you score the hit, like
Okay.
your
Let's see if
attack
I
is
hit.
based. Yep.
Come on.
No.
Ooh.
Natural one.
So
Good
what
thing
happens?
there's no fumbles here.
Yeah, right. Natural one's always a fail. So what happens is you jump over and you do land on the sword,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
but
that.
not on your
Oh no.
not on your feet.
Mm-mm.
The sword finds its way.
My sword.
No,
Mm-mm.
not your sword. The skeleton sword.
You missed an
She
opportunity.
lands
You
on the
gotta be
sword.
sharper than that, Puffin. Come on.
It's pointing
Oh,
up.
okay. Yeah, it's
No. It was already on the ground.
No, it was facing at it's a Zweihander. It's long enough to take out a horse.
Yeah.
So
Oh god.
let's
This can
see.
go horribly, horribly wrong.
How the hell can he even wield it then?
Magic.
It's okay.
So-
I'm finding her character now.
Okay, so
Sexy
she
elf.
has landed on the
Idiot.
sword like
Oh, I
right between the legs.
Instantly.
Oh god.
As she jumps on it and takes
Cut
5
my inner
damage.
thigh.
Oh my
Oof.
God! What are you doing?
So now you're face to face with this look of
It's
pain. on
it's
his-
lady on a stick.
it's
Lady on a stick.
on us.
Lady on a stick.
F you guys.
Oh, we love playing with ladies. She's so much fun. So she's looking directly at Chester like that could have gone better, and now it goes to GOP.
Walk it off.
Rub dirt on it.
Dirt on it.
Okay. Well, since its sword is currently occupied,
Mhm.
I'm going to try and attack it again. Can I attempt to do the bludgeoning side?
Yes, you can try to hit it with the pommel.
Okay. Well, I mean, the back end of the.
Oh yeah, you can hit with the back end, the flat
Axe.
end of the axe.
Yeah, the flat of the axe.
Now I will say that you will get -1 to hit by doing alternate damage, but that's fine. It's just 1.
Well,
So
no,
plus-
I have it does
Oh, you have the skill. Okay,
slashing
cool.
and bludgeoning.
Oh, excellent. So 1d20.
So I'm gonna do bludgeoning. Yeah.
Okay, 1d20 plus 7.
Yeah. Actually, no, it'd be another one. It'd be +8 for me because I have because I'm you said we're flanking, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to
Chester
put
was
something in
flanking.
here, GOP.
Mhm.
It's not something that it's nothing against you or anything, but I think I messed up because the bonuses to humans are +1 to all like non-combat rolls.
Okay, fair enough. So then it is 7. All right.
Okay, so
Well,
Yeah,
that critical
that's-
hit regardless.
yeah, critical hit regardless. That is pretty great right there. So
2d8s.
2d8 damage, please.
11.
So you see that this thing is crumbling. It is not looking good. You have once again slashed. And remember the arrow that was stuck in the thing's head?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now there's an axe stuck in its head.
Did you break my arrow?
Oh, the arrow's been destroyed. It snapped.
Aw.
But that's not the arrow.
Oh no, I did bludgeoning. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
is it because the keywords that are associated? So how do the keywords work then?
Okay, so
Is
here's
it-
how the keywords. So you've applied bludgeoning damage. If it is not, let's go down. This is a perfect time to show all the hard work that I put into this, only to be destroyed by some nerd with an axe. So,
I thought I'd be a
bludgeoning
dancer. But that's all
is
right.
not resistant, is crushed. So it is not resistant. So we go to the chart and we look at crushed. So the victim's actions cannot succeed, only pass. So on attacks, that translates to cannot use special abilities or anything, can only attack. Because you have removed its ability to do any kind of complex special mumbo jumbo.
Okay.
You rattle its head.
Yeah, you've done more than that. There's fracture marks going through it, and the arrow is out the other side. Snapped in half, of course. Dragon,
Of course.
Yeah.
this you see this skeleton that looks to be almost held together by the tar that's holding it down. With you're not sure what your friends are doing to it, but there's a skeleton that seems to be attacking them or giving them a ride. You're not sure.
We
Now,
Okay, I'm gonna try
just
to
keep in
attack
mind that I have been amazing. Just so everybody
you
knows.
have.
Yes, the debutante of the dungeon.
That's me.
So, Dragon, Mr. Lion, would you like to roar into this situation, or are you just going to swing at the skeleton?
Okay, everybody, that's Lady's
I'm gonna
character,
swing at the
Sizzle
skeleton.
Salacious. Nice.
Let's see.
Oh, let's see it. I don't see it.
Well, I'm going to bring it up, Sheriff, for you. Here you go. Here you
Okay,
go.
so are
Okay.
we,
There you
what
go.
dice are we using
There
to
you go.
attack? Is it still D20 or
1d20.
D10?
1d20 plus your bonus.
Okay.
What's your might bonus?
Did I make a
These are
good
big,
choice,
aren't too
GOP?
big.
Did I do a good job?
I would say so.
I would say.
I
I got
cannot see it
Maximus,
for
too.
some
There
reason.
he is.
Oh.
Ooh. Wow.
Wait,
He
hold
put
on.
up pictures, but I'm not gonna lie, Dragon. His is definitely better. I like his.
So what
Yeah.
were they?
Mhm.
Okay, let's
We
see. There's Gizmo.
We
Well,
got the.
I gain a +3 from 16
Gizmo.
might, and then my Hanzo gives me another 2, correct?
If you're selecting the skeleton, yes. So you get +5. 18. And so you will critical. So roll your 2d8,
Oh,
please.
nice.
This should be enough to kill it. I'm not.
Plus anything?
No, just 2d8. I'm not telling you about the damage reduction it has. 14.
Ooh,
Excellent.
nice.
So, you have been clobbering this thing, and he comes in with a final strike, and you smash the skeleton. You see something as you smash into the skeleton, basically you knock GOP slightly to the side because his axe was resting on its head, and you kind of smashed its head. The fire inside, which is the necromantic fire that animates it, goes out. But as with most undead like this, it gets its final action before it expires. And it is going to try to swing the sword with someone still on it at you, Dragon.
Hey, no.
Oh, no, definitely yes.
Yes, definitely yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What?
So,
Oh.
unfortunately,
Didn't
it
hit
will,
either.
it will miss, but Lady goes with it, so it will automatically hit her.
Oh.
On the sword.
But she's Sizzle Salacious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's getting
Oh.
cooked for 1 damage.
Not for 1 point of
That's
damage.
okay. We got a cleric. I'm
And-
assuming he can heal something.
And- yes. So, as you basically, so the skeleton swings over, and Lady, it begins scraping against the ceiling. Lady falls off, takes 1 damage when she hits the ground, and then it just crumbles into dust. And the sword, as soon as it hits the ground, splinters into like 150 nails.
Oh, interesting.
As the magic components to make the skeleton's weapon disperse, and the bone dust used to make the skeleton returns to the ground from which it was forged.
I immediately go down and try to help the fallen maiden, Sizzle Salacious. I cradle her in
So
my
this-
arm. Dear lady.
I need
I will do medical on her.
Okay, so do a medical. As they're doing like the Romeo and Juliet thing, you come over. It's like, excuse me, medical professional.
Do I get anything with my medical skill?
What's your intelligence bonus?
I don't think I have any. My intelligence is just 10.
So you have no bonus. So you can succeed at this action. So roll your d20, and I'll tell you how much you can heal. Excellent.
14.
So, do you have any medical supplies with you?
That would be in the standard backpack, would it not?
It would. But did he remember that? Sizzle Salacious
Yeah.
did. So you take
Well-
out the medical supplies and you patch her up. It uses the supplies, but you heal her for 4 points of damage. So you bandage her up, you help her, and she's now able to stand on her own, even though
I'm
she'll
helping her
probably be
anyway.
walking- Yeah, that's good. She's going to be walking with a limp. It was very painful.
Oh no, that's not good. It's just
She would probably have to, no pole dancing for a while, just
No,
like
no.
around it.
No, she had enough of that today.
she has. That's right.
So
I've been on the edge.
You have been. man.
living on the edge, I can't help myself from falling. So now you're in this hallway, and everybody make me a survival roll.
Nice.
What kind of pluses we get, Chester?
Well, it's based on your skill. So you're an elf, you get +1. And you, what's your intelligence?
No, I
Well-
thought we corrected that. The elves don't get +1 for everything. They get +1 for the defense.
Oh,
All your defenses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your
And your special
intelligence?
+2.
So you get +2 from your intelligence and +1 from rank 1 in the skill. So you have +3.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good
19.
one.
Okay, so I have a plus.
I spy.
Okay. So we got a 14, we got a 19, we got
12.
a 12,
Chester's going to come up and roll a 20.
14. No, ladies killing it.
Excellent. So all of you hear it, but Lady hears something different. So I'm going to say what everybody else hears first. You hear a loud rush of wind from down the corridor. An acrid smell of ancient rot assists it in its wake, almost as if crows of carrion and filth have flown past you. It is a putrid welcome to a otherwise evil place. You now know that this is a mausoleum used by the necromancer, but
Oh,
to
it's-
Lady, it is a wonderful smell. It smells of a lilacs and roses, and you hear a very debonair voice.
That's called stripper
Greeting.
sense.
Yeah, 100% is tingling.
It's her pimp. in The back.
Greetings,
I don't have a
greetings,
pimp.
my lady.
I know, I'm just being it.
Not yet. Greetings, my lady. Welcome to my humble abode. And you see the faint outline in the smoke as it goes by of a bat, and then it flies past.
Oh, it's a vampire.
What are you doing? The hall lies before you, and the rope is behind you.
I scratched my head. Did the bat go out?
The bat was made of smoke. It went past. It flew up.
Oh.
And you faintly all hear from the top, what's with all these birds and bats and stuff? What did you do?
Hey, I'm completely sorry. That's the
Uh,
accent I'm going with. I didn't even get to do it yet.
your kids and your magic.
I'm making an executive decision. Lady gets +1 stripper sense at all times.
That's true. All the time.
We are playtesting, so that has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be a
That
thing.
has.
Okay.
That's completely fine. I love character specific abilities. That's
Yeah,
what makes gaming
yeah.
fun.
Now,
So-
let me just understand that I'm doing this right, because I don't think I am. All right, so
Okay.
I've adjusted the longsword. Now I know what that is. I got that right. The AC is correct. My speed is correct. My hit points are 22, which I think is correct. But let me understand the skills here. So I get a +1 for every skill I have. So that's
You-
automatic.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Later I can increase them with experience. And then I get +1 for everything over 10.
So every
11.
2 points over 10, like in D&D. So if you have a 12, it's +1. If it's 14, it's +2. It's just your modifier. But in this one, what I did was I went ahead and gave you the +2 early. If you have a 12 or better, it's the +2 early, so that you can, because I just feel like
So-
a +1's really weak.
Right, but I'm a 16. So what is that?
So that's a
+3?
+3.
Okay.
Plus
Okay.
three.
So +3, +1 standard, and the
Mhm.
elf is only for defense, which is what I have written down. Okay. So
Yep.
I got it. So it's +4. Got it. All right.
And
thank
then you have the ability to speak with animals and your natural acrobatics. Like, because your movement is 30 feet, you could jump 15 feet straight up if you wanted to, or like wall run 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Wall run would have been really fun too, if I wasn't limping.
Mhm.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, what's
Okay,
everybody's hit
cool.
points?
I got
I'm down
22. I
5. How
think.
do
26.
I'm at
Okay.
20.
Okay.
So it's
Three
10
natural-
plus your might is what you said, right?
10 plus your might. Yep.
So yeah, 22. I'm good. All right. So let me go over here and fix this. I think I get this character pretty fleshed now, so that's good. All right, cool. All right.
How do I heal then? My guy. How do
How
I
do you
heal?
heal? Well, you have to repair your suit.
Okay. So
You
how
has-
do I do a clockwork roll?
You would do
How
a
does-
clockwork roll, but you don't have any clockwork parts. That's not.
Oh,
in the
I thought I
standard
start
essential.
with 8 material.
You start with 8 material. Does it say that in the book?
I believe that's what I was reading.
All right, excellent.
Let me pull it up.
No, you don't have to. I trust you for this.
Well, I
one.
just thought it said 8. I thought it said something about 8 material, so I thought that was like your base level thing, but I could be wrong.
Oh, we're supposed to get our stuff from like a book somewhere? Or
No,
it's
the-
reg-
He
No, you're
posted
good.
it in
You're good.
D&D.
Copy.
Material list: suit base
Okay.
health 8 plus. Oh, plus materials, not okay. So it's saying base health 8 is plus material. Okay, never
Plus
mind.
materials.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So yeah, you'll find. You can probably try to find some stuff to repair your suit if you want.
Oh, the
Or
nails.
The
Yeah.
nails. You could, but are those bronze?
Ha.
Oh,
But there is something you could do. Your friend here has the power of lightning. You want to take one of those nails, do some welding, kind of weld those cuts
do-
out of your armor.
I could do that.
yes.
Do it. Pick up those nails, make a, the wizard does not have clockwork, but you could guide the wizard. So because you are with GOP, you can just do a base 1d20 clockwork roll to heal GOPs.
No pluses, just D20.
Just d20 because
Okay.
because it's not him doing it. Boom,
Dude, I'm badass. I automatically
You
gain a
are.
skill.
So you
Oh yeah.
all right. So for rolling the super good roll, from now on you will gain the clockwork skill.
Oh, nice. I was kidding, but I'll
Okay.
take it. Okay.
All right.
Well, remember how we had character specific abilities. Chester's character specific ability is if he rolls a 19 or 20 on a skill roll with someone helping him, he can pick up the skill.
Nice.
He
Sweet.
is a savant. That's his character trait.
There we go.
Okay. So I'm
The
back to
drop-
full then.
Yes, you heal 9 points as he welds like tack welds. It's not a very good weld, but it's a weld. It'll work.
Yeah. No, that works for me.
Okay.
So, now what are you doing as you are presented with this long dark hallway with dripping stones, and you notice that the floor is a little bit wetter than it was before. Not sure why. It is like where it was once dry stone, it's now kind of muddy.
Where's
As
the
if,
water coming from, then?
That's a good question. Would you like to make a survival? Are you going to start walking down the hallway because all the torches are still illuminated? You can kind of see. The gust
I
blew some of them out, but
Yeah,
if
take
if
one
she
of. Well,
yeah, I'll do
I can't
survival
carry.
too.
okay.
Yeah, I'll do survival.
Okay, so both of you roll a survival. One to choose where the water's coming from, and one to, get that torch all working.
I'll check where the water's coming from.
Okie dokie.
14.
14. All right. Lady, will you make me a? You know what? I'm not going to make you do a survival for torches because let's have you make a cooking roll.
Hoo. Yeah. She is cooking.
Natural 20. Come on.
Okay,
on, lady.
now we don't cook, right?
Well,
I
you
mean,
do.
I know
Oh,
you don't
do.
cook, but
Sizzle Salacious
You're gonna
most
be
certainly
cooking
cooks.
now.
you're going to be cooking now because the thing is
Oh nope.
they don't
Guess
cook.
we're not.
All
Yeah.
right, so she tries to basically take one of the torches and relight it, but she does different things with long things. So she chucks the
That's
stick
true.
behind her, and Leo, I'm sorry, Dragon's character, make a cooking roll to light up a torch.
Cooking.
Yep,
He
cooking.
said some of them were still
I
lit,
would think it'd
though.
be survival, but
What is this cooking? What you speak of?
it's one of the
It's a-
base.
it's a base
skills.
skill.
Oh,
That's
he's
a base
playing
skill,
the
dude.
noble again, isn't he?
It is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
The
no.
nobles don't know how to cook either.
Fine. No, I'm already looking for something, so I've already.
So, Mr. Wizard, would you like to pick up one of the torches they threw away and basically zap it with lightning so it lights?
Sure.
All right, you channel lightning through it and it illuminates again. And
Oh,
you
okay.
notice as you go over to pick up the torches, if you try to pull the torch out of the wall, there's actually a trap. And if you try to pull the torches, it stabs your hand.
I didn't do that.
Ow.
Yeah.
I have torches, 3 of them, in my backpack.
Okay, so you pull out your torch, you channel lightning through it, which ignites it. GOP, you find where the water's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It
Okay.
is coming from small holes in the sides of the wall.
I believe the water is coming from over here.
And there's a bunch of them, and now all of you can begin to hear the water puddling on the floor slightly.
I see.
Who wants to make the intelligence roll?
The smart person.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that would be
It's either
me.
gonna be
Yeah.
You or me. Actually, I probably should because I get a plus to it.
And then go for it.
Anyways.
Go for it, nerd. You're
Okay.
never going to be able to show off more than the wizard, anyways. That's what's
Right. I can
That
show
is
off
true.
a little bit more on non-combat stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so +1, and then I get a plus 3 for my. So it's a 4. What sort of a roll is this? Do I
This
get
would. Let's see. You know what? Since it's it's problem solving. Let's just say it's crafting. Give me crafting,
Okay, so I get my +5 to that.
and then after that, make me a clockwork roll.
Oh my god! Everyone's rolling 2s. I don't know why.
Takes 2 to tango, baby.
Okay, fine.
Da-da-da-da. Dun,
Um,
dun,
So I
dun.
guess I'll roll my clockwork roll now, and Chester can be the one who's smart and actually succeed. Yeah, okay,
You
clockwork
say
roll.
that as if you're surprised.
Oh, the natural 20. Okay,
So hey, it's still a 2. It just has a 0 on the other side.
yeah.
Okay, so Chess, would you like? I can't let his natural 20 happen until you make the intelligence roll.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm making a clockwork roll, right?
No, you're just making a flat.
It was a crafting roll, right?
Yeah, flat crafting. So
So
1d20 plus
plus
4
4, yeah.
because you get plus 1.
Yeah. 18, baby.
Ooh, you
Boom.
So
Yeah.
you between both
That's my
of you
crit
with the
range
nat
too, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
you realize that there are roughly about 74 of these holes along the bottom of the dungeon, and they're going to eventually flood this place. But the holes are only about the width of a nail. I wonder how you can plug these
Oh.
I start
holes.
picking up nails and
It's a
poking them in the
trap.
holes.
All right, so you start picking up. Everybody make a reflex roll to quickly pick up these nails and stick them into the holes to stop this place from flooding.
Sweet.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, reflex. What kind of a skill would be if you
That would
using?
be crafting.
All
Oh,
right.
crafting. Okay,
So
so that is a
plus-
21. Once again, within the crit range.
Yes, so you do it at double time.
Ew. Okay, so plus
Yeah,
2.
you got to keep up, GOP. What you doing?
Oh my,
He's
another
rolling
2. No, I'm not. I'm like, hey, look.
9.
Yeah, this one's bent. I can't use it.
So basically, Dragon, GOP, and Celtic they get like 5
Useless.
nails in, and Chester gets like his roll. He gets 21 nails in about the same time. It's like, what are you guys doing? He's they're just kind of letting you show off. You know, when your friends just kind of like half-arse what they're doing so that you can
You
show
ever
off.
see one of
But
those like
I'm
old?
way too vain to know it, though.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
So, you guys
Oh,
basically
Brightleaf, you're so good at this, putting things in holes.
I'm not as good as you,
Oh.
ma'am.
so you've plugged 40. I'm keeping this professional. You've plugged 40 holes so far, guys. You got a few more to go. About 35 more to go.
Are we
So
doing another roll? What are we
another
doing?
roll.
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, 21 from me.
So apparently GOP took exception to that because he
Uh-huh.
picks up
Did.
the nails in his mech arm, basically does like a nail gun.
I
Good,
have
good,
You guys
I-
get drill sound.
I have been distracted by underboob.
Uh-huh.
Indeed, I agree. I would be
That
distracted.
should have
as
been her
well.
last name.
Should have been her.
No.
Distracted by underboob? No, dude.
No,
Sizzle Salacious is
Sizzle
awesome.
Underboob.
No, dude.
That's her
No,
sister.
Salacious is
Anyways.
definitely the way. No,
Yeah,
no.
Salacious is the way.
The underboob
Just
is her
ask-
nickname, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that's just just ask Uganda Knuckles.
I
So,
just
anyway.
use tassels,
That's
so you see the
ma'am,
whole thing.
just remember, you always have stripper sense. You should write that down.
That's true. So let's see.
Someone's have to
here.
make me a character sheet.
I got one
Absolutely.
here. I'll make one for you. I'll do it right now.
Yep, doing that
Okay.
now. So, as you basically avoid the drowning trap, enough water does actually get in to be about ankle deep. What type of shoes is everybody wearing?
Leather.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so leather. Those are
I
high. So
removed my shoes. I'm wearing socks.
oh, that's unfortunate. So,
I'm gonna make that a character point.
So basically 3 out of 4 have wet feet because the suit is watertight. So
I don't. I have like my bronze,
Yeah, you're
well,
good.
bronze
That's
is
it.
actually-
You're good.
mech
yeah,
suit.
that's what I said. You don't have
Oh,
wet feet.
okay.
Everyone
okay.
else does.
Oh, my bad. All right. I thought.
I'm not even sure if I even have any footwear other than my arm.
All right, so but you still have wet feet. That's fine. That's
Yeah, I
the
do.
point I'm
I
trying to
have
get.
wet feet.
Is your
Yep.
feet are all wet.
Don't
So-
use electricity right now, okay?
Oh no, I intend to. Anyway, so as you continue down the line,
Yeah.
you hear the slight sloshing sound, like if you've ever been renovating a house after a storm and you have to squeegee all the water out of it. It's about
Mhm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Somebody's
fun.
cleaning up,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Lady, what are your
It's-
stats, real quick?
Starting with Mike, 12, reflex, 16, intellect, 12, charisma, 12.
Okay. So you did the
Unless
same
I'm
thing
done
I
seeing,
did.
then it's
No, I got you.
18.
So, you're all traveling down the way, and the halls seem similar, very repetitive, but if you take the time to look, there are etchings on the walls as well as small compartments and even some crypts, the mausoleums where they would bury the dead in the walls.
Yeah.
So you can
Or
look at
take the
who's
remains and wrap them up and put them inside the wall. Yeah.
you can look at who's buried here if you'd like, or just keep going. But GOP and Dragon.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Dragon, this would only really apply to you because you're a kitty cat. You see something shiny, and you're
Oh.
used to your
Ooh.
friend's shiny armor, but you see something shiny in one of those nooks.
Hmm.
Let me give me 1 second, real quick, guys. Let me just get this done real
Okay.
quick. Lady,
Okay.
tell me what kind of armor you got.
Studded leather. It's a +1.
Okay. And no shield, right? Because you're an archer.
Right.
All right. So that would make your AC +1, so +4, so +5 because you're an elf, so 15. Nice. You're using a long bow or a short bow?
Short bow.
Short bow. So that's
Okay.
a +1.
A short bow is +1 only.
+1.
Okay, and then she's +4. Okay. Adventure kit, I got all that the same. Skills. What are the 2 skills you have, lady?
The 2 skills that I picked up was hiding and tracking.
Nice.
She
Okay.
also has dancing.
Well, yes, of course she does.
She has dancing.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's part of her writing skill. Sorry.
No. She's getting it
She should
specifically.
have used
buddy.
that with the sword.
Okay. She got +2 to all those. Elvin, she gets all this stuff, but she's not a savant. She has stripper sense.
Always at +1.
And yep, +1. Okay.
Because
And
we play people that like to make money.
she's playing a ranger, right?
Yes, she's a ranger.
Okay. And
So she could actually be the tankiest person here if she chooses the +6 at HP when you level up.
so what does she have as a ranger? What are the things in her stats I need to put down?
All right, so what I would tell you as a ranger, because it was at the top, but then somebody made me rearrange it alphabetically. She
Because it
has
needs to be
one
alphabetical.
one melee and one range skill that she's she has the skill in it, so she chose sword skill, her specific, her kukri that she's using, and she chose short bow skills. So as she levels those up, she'll actually get bonuses to hit or to damage based on those skills.
Okay.
And when she levels, at level 1 you get one of the following benefits. She starts with 100 money, and so you get one of these benefits.
Should be 200. Never mind.
So rangers, they begin with studded leather armor, and you get 100 gold. But you can either have 6 additional hit points, or you can shoot your ranged attacks and bypass 1 instance of cover.
Which you want?
So, for example, which one you want?
You got 22 hit points right now. Would make it 28. I would take the cover. That's obviously better.
You would take the what?
The cover
Like
once per
bypass cover.
combat. Once per combat.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
once per combat.
yeah. Cover.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yep, that's what she's got.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Ethereal.
Oh. Ethereal, you see something shiny. What would you like to do?
I go
It is
to the shiny.
excellent.
I
So
know.
you go up to the shiny, and there's a corpse there. It's it's a skeleton, but it's one of its eyes is this shiny gem. It is quite shiny. In fact, sparkling. It is a cat's eye gem.
Oh, God,
Ooh.
that's there for him. Someone was thinking ahead.
Yeah, come on. Rub two things alike
Ooh.
together. Well, hello.
It's actually a lion's eye.
Oh, oh.
You ain't lying.
What are you going to do, Ethereal?
Do I notice anything weird about it?
It's a lion eye gem in the eye socket of a skeleton in a crypt that belonged to a necromancer. I don't think weird is what you should be asking. Is it a trap?
Yeah.
It is definitely weird. It's in the mausoleum. It is definitely weird.
I will bash the skeleton, the skeleton parts, and take out the gem afterwards.
All right. Excellent.
Bash,
So,
bash, bash, bash.
We're
So
not
you're
gonna
going
check
to-
for traps. We're gonna go for it. I like
all
it.
right, go for it. Roll it. Roll your attack.
Uh-oh.
Do I get the plus? Does this count as something or not? If I
There you go, lady.
Does it count
Let
as
me go
what?
get a picture of it.
Oh, natural 20. Excellent.
Yeah, there's nothing left of that skull.
All right. So, what happens is you raise up your weapon. What is your weapon?
Albert.
A halberd. Okay, so you somehow maneuver the halberd and you bring it down into the nook and smash down on that skull. Roll 2d8 for me, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, lady. The short bow would be a D6, not a D8 damage. Let me go fix that real quick.
He's the one that told me D8 earlier. So
Oh, did he? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
d8.
Shut up. I'll shut up.
11.
11. So you smack down on this skull for 11, but nobody checked for traps, which is fine because
we weren't
Now
there
I get-
anyway.
now I get. No, there were definitely traps.
Well,
But
we
not
just fixed
necessarily.
one, so
Yeah, you just
Uh,
fixed one. So
yeah.
as you swing it down, the skeleton shifts its head to the side, bites the edge of the halberd before it hits it, and looks at you. And you hear a voice. It's like, where once I had one lion's eye, now I will have two.
Oh, nice.
And
Well,
combat
does he
has
still
Very good.
take the critical damage?
begun. Oh, he does.
Okay.
It does. You see when it hit the skeleton, it bit down on the blade, and then something happened, like this red energy went through it. You're not really sure. It was a good hit. You retract it back, and the skeletal mage stands up out of the coffin. A strange aura emanating around it, as the other skeletons in the hallway begin tapping on the wall, just.
Good job, lion boy.
So now the skeleton mage is going to try to give you the business, Mr. Ethereal, after you so powerfully inserted your will upon his personage. Yes, yes.
And
yes.
lady, just so you know, I'm pretty sure you're the first person in the history of role playing to ever have Super Sense +1 to all skills.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
That seems a little extreme, but okay.
I
No,
doubt that because
don't-
there is the third edition book of sex magic.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
don't
the blue
don't
mage.
GOP don't question fate.
It's okay. I don't know how well it's gonna survive playtesting, but we'll go with it.
Okay.
Okay, I saved it. You don't have to put it up there.
Well, we
Unless
just like
you just
to look
want
at
to.
it.
Okay, fine.
And she's a little flat for me, but it's okay. Let's see here.
I thought
No,
she was just
that's-
perfect because she's an archer.
That is perfect. Yeah. And
It is for an archer.
he is definitely happy about it. He's excited.
So, as you, bring the weapon down and strike, and it gets up and it attacks. I have to do its attack. It kind of looks at you, and it's nice knowing you.
Oh God.
I
I guess I should probably show a lion boy here. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Maximus.
Since he's going to be making a new character pretty soon. Apparently, we're starting out with a nice tough one.
What's your defense, Dragon?
My range or melee?
Melee.
See, that's 9 plus armor.
9 plus armor. Yes, sir.
That'd be
So that's a
10 because we
12.
bumped
10,
it up.
or 10. Yeah, we bumped it up. I'm being nice to you.
Oh, so 13.
Well, no, I think with
13.
the fact that weapons come with our automatic pluses, I think it works out to be pretty deadly, actually.
So keep it with 9 or keep it with the 10. So 10 is good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, the 10 is good. So,
Uh,
but
okay.
he hit you right on the dot. So let's see here. What is he? He doesn't have any actual critical range, not on a 3 anyways. But his magic, giving him his big bonus to hit, doesn't do a lot of damage, but he has an incredible to hit roll. So let's see here. Let me see what this magic spell does. Oh, excellent. Ooh, I like it. I like it like that. So whenever he hits you, this beam hits you with terrible force. Terrible force. What was your HP, Dragon?
26.
26. Excellent. I love it. He hits you for 11. Right in the chest. Now it goes to, after his dragon, now it's skeleton.
Oh, don't forget Hunter Muscle. He gets a. Did I actually was allowed to use Hunter on him or not? You never answered.
No, not on him, because you didn't know he was an enemy. Now you can use Hunter on him to give -2 to his defense when you attack him, and +2 to your damage when you attack him. But you just thought he was an inanimate object, so Hunter would not have applied. So, now, who is responding to having their friend be attacked?
Oh, I'm definitely in on that. I come sliding in at with the floor is still slick, right?
Yes, it is very
Yeah, I
slick.
come sliding
And are
in,
we supposed-
shield up, sword coming down, baby.
Are we supposed to have initiative rolls as well? I thought there's an initiative system in here, but we haven't been doing it.
It is all good. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because I'm letting all you guys basically go before bad guys for the most part. So it's
Because
Yeah.
they're skeletons and they're slow.
they're slow. So
Okay.
go for it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I will go for it. Let
Go
me
for it.
let me bring my character sheet back up here just so I have it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, he is good looking, isn't he?
he
Of course,
is
you
good
always pick a
looking.
good-
That's a
with the cliff
14
image.
coming down on the skull. He's a good looking boy. Yeah.
Okay, so you're coming down. You hit the snot out of him. He does not have a similar defense to the other skeleton. He is a wizard, and it means he is not tough.
Right. And damage
like
in this
you.
game is straight. There's no strength added to damage.
Nope.
Okay.
It is strength is added to hit. There you
Yep.
go.
I got it.
Now
So-
you can get things later that will improve your damage.
Oh, sure.
So it'll be good.
I just want to
So-
make sure.
Yes, sir. So you hit it. Wow, hit him for flat 8 damage as he's like, and you see like this, the red energy going up and around him. He's like, GOP,
Mhm.
lady, both make me survival rolls.
Okay. Let me add survival. Here we go. 15.
All right, lady.
One second. Ha! 8.
Okay, so GOP, out of the corner of your eye, you think you see something, but you're not sure what it is. You know that something happened. There's a reason for that red energy. It's not like, that's what he looks like when he's damaged. There's something magical afoot. Something is happening based on the environment and relative to him, but you're not sure what it is yet. You're close, but you're just not quite there yet. So now after Chester, it goes to, let's see, who wants to react first? Do you want to, GOP? What's your...
Sure.
Yeah.
What's my what?
And I was just asking, what's your reflex?
It's 12.
12. Okay, let Lady go first. She has a higher reflex. Lady?
All right.
Is there a way I can position? Well, I'm gonna have to take this round in order to position myself where I can shoot because it's a little alcove, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. Position myself where I can take a shot next time.
Okay, so you get into a perfect position. You are actually in cover, so you would get a +4 to your defense if he chose to attack you, which is going to be good. And
Well,
it is
you
behind.
are an elf, so can't you do two
Yeah.
separate moves?
Well, she can do.
Split
Yeah,
your
you
moves?
can. You can actually, as an elf, get to that position. Because it's only about 15 feet away. You can get there just by running across the wall, and you're doing a flip, and then you can take a shot.
Sure.
You can Legolas it. Go for it.
Legolas.
Boom! You
21.
hit him. That is a critical. Roll your 2d8, please.
Come on, don't do that. Oh no, I got to redo it. Got to redo it. Sorry.
That is 4d8, ma'am.
No.
I'll just take the 6 and the 3 from the 2 gray dice, so you do 9 damage to him.
Okay.
So, you hit him for. So, you hit him, and the arrow like pings off of the side of his skull, and once again you see that the red fissures, almost like red veins, where the damage would be on him. And GOP and Ethereal both make me survival rolls.
No.
Do I have a chance to say something?
Sure, you can say something.
What is
Dispelling!
if I don't have the skill?
If you can.
Yeah, I don't think I don't have any I don't have counterspell or dispel or anything like that.
Oh, he
yet.
got a 15, and I don't know what your
15.
bonus. You'd have at least a +1 to that.
Yeah, he has a flat 10. He has no bonus.
Oh,
So-
because he's a negative. Okay.
But it's okay. But the thing about it is you already got the 15, so he notices something. Every time he's being hit, Dragon, because you're not wearing shoes, the water begins to bubble whenever he's hit.
Glad we stopped it from coming in.
The water begins to bubble. So now after that, GOP, it's your go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use the bludgeoning damage side again because everyone just make sure you're like checking your keywords too because we're supposed to be applying those if they apply.
I have slashing. So
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna hit him with my with the bludgeon side of my axe. So all right. So it should be a plus. Let's see. I'm making sure. It's so total of +7. Yes,
Mhm.
because my allies are near it. So yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Good job.
Nice then. Oh,
Ooh.
great.
Ooh, man, that would actually apply your critical. So, since it's bludgeoning, he's going to be crushed, which is really great because now he can't use his spells. He just has to use his basic melee for the next round. So,
Okay. Oh, I
Yes,
gotta
he
do my
is-
damage.
Yep, you got to do your damage. 2d8, please. All right, you hear something explode down the hallway
Hmm.
when you hit him. And so you hit him like you did the other skeleton, but your axe is actually pushed back whenever you hit, and then you hear the explosion. Chester, make a clockwork roll, or I'm sorry, Fabio, make a clockwork roll, please.
Oh yes, clockwork roll. I have that. I'm quite good at it. I'm probably better than him actually. To be honest with
Yeah, one.
you. Not today. Not
Not
today,
today.
Satan. Okay.
So you begin thinking, but the wheels aren't turning. You need some oil.
No.
So
No.
after that, it goes back to the top ethereal. Oh, sorry, I forgot. The skeleton has to go at the end of his end of the round. He's
I didn't get to attack. I didn't get to attack it, did I?
Yeah.
Well, you attacked. Yeah, you attacked it. It got up and attacked. Then
Yeah,
they
but
went
that
through-
would have been the pre
Yeah, that's not this ain't
Combat
D&D,
round.
buddy.
Oh, okay. So
Same
that would just been normal combat.
Yeah, that would have been the first round of combat, like the first attack of the combat. You get your action. I haven't forgotten you. Don't worry. I should have put a plus on that. So let's see
It doesn't
what his
matter.
plus is. It doesn't matter. So he's
I mean,
not
but it
attacking you.
reacted to my attack by setting up and hit. Whatever the so does that reaction then what happened?
Is
What
what a
happened?
reaction?
What happened is you attacked him, and
Mhm.
he took damage. Then on his turn, which was after yours, he stood up and blasted you. So now it's your turn, Ethereal. What are you doing?
I'm gonna bash it over the head.
Good idea. Roll a bash it in the face check.
We
I
know
like
the
that.
we know in what's the name of that movie?
Remo Williams,
Shaun of the
great
Dead.
movie.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, let's hit this thing together.
What we've been doing.
Yeah, roll it.
14.
All right, you hit it. It's not within your critical range because that's a 9, but 1d8, please. Are you doing slashing cleave?
1d8 plus 2. I should bash it over the head, implying that I'm hitting it with the backside.
So 1d8.
Yeah.
Just 1d8.
Do I gain a bonus for my hunts or not?
Oh, yeah, from Hunter, it'd be 1d8 plus 2. Yep, 1d8 plus 2. All right, 6. Everybody now make either a clockwork or a survival roll, whichever is better.
Okay.
13. Lady, nice.
Got it. Ethereal? No. Lady is the only one that gets it. Lady, you realize what is happening. Every time that they're hitting him, you see the lightning traveling through the water on the ground up into one of the other nooks. The damage they're dealing is being transferred among all the other skeletons in the hallway. So as they're bashing him, the other skeletons are getting broken. That's what you heard explode. Is that huge hit that would have shattered his skull, shattered one of the other skeleton skulls in the hallway.
Oh, nice. That's good.
What's the shortest phrase I could use to
You can
transmit this
information.
idea? Yeah.
Well, you can transfer that information on your turn as your move action because you're not going to be moving. You can explain that when it gets to your round.
Yeah.
So,
Lady, what is the sword you have? I forgot to put that down. And your to hit
A
is
kukri.
+5, by the way. It's not +4. I was wrong.
Yeah.
What
it's
is
a
it?
kukri.
A kukri.
Kukri.
Okay. Okay.
Kukri.
Yep. So
That's
after
cookery.
Dragon, he did make his resist roll with his bonuses, so he's still crushed. So he's just going to do a basic attack, which is his pathetic skeleton ability to attack, which goes off of his sword play because he has his staff is actually a wooden sword. So he has +2. He's going to swing it at Ethereal and miss bigger than piss, and it will go to so Ethereal.
No, he didn't
and
even
his-
get the +2 because my ability would cancel that out.
Yep, so it would just be a big old 3 against you. He misses. So now it goes to Chester.
Okay. I'm just dashingly going at it with my sword, not paying any attention whatsoever. Very nice.
Okay.
So I am going to hit that. Oh, that's my crit range. Sweet.
Crit range 2d8. It's fabulous.
Ooh,
14.
You hear
14. It's
you hear
very
another
fabulous.
you hear another explosion down the hallway,
Nice.
and your toes are tingling for some reason.
Oh,
Also,
Which
one
I
result
like.
of that, you do. So
What does the kukri do for damage and its natural pluses?
So the kukri is a +1 weapon. It does the basic 1d8, but it does slashing plus. And what slashing plus means is even if something's resistant to slashing damage, it can still apply its debuffs to it.
Okay.
So even though the skeleton is resistant to slashing, now you could try to apply bleeding, it wouldn't work. But if say something had like an armor that like a dragon that's resistant to slashing, if you have slashing plus, you can still make it bleed. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Good to
I get
know.
it. All right. So I
So
got kukri. Did I spell kukri right? That's the Nepalese Gurkha weapon, right?
yeah, the one that is used for decapitating bulls for
Cutlery.
ritual sacrifice. It's basically, it looks like a knife, but then it has a bend in it. It goes down into a
Yeah,
wide
no,
sort of
I
almost.
know what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just make sure I got her character right. Is all.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I did my
Excellent.
thing, boy. I did something. All right.
So, lady,
I explained the situation.
All right, so Lady explains what I told about the energy going through the floor to the other skeletons down the hallway, and that the two explosions you've heard is you've destroyed two other skeletons down the hallway. You're not sure how many other skeletons there are, but his energy is transferring through the water on the floor up into the different nooks, just lightning fast. So it was really hard to notice, but Lady
Which is
noticed
good.
it.
Which is good. Nice.
Yeah.
And lady, here is your character. I think 100% accurate.
So are you going to shoot him, Lady? Or are you going to do something else?
Is there a place I can get out of the water?
Yeah, if you it's still going to transfer to the skeleton, but you could pull one of the skeletons out of its nook and just kind of sit there, or
But I
sit
can't see them from there, right?
You can see them. It's cut into the wall, so
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
what
you're
I'll do
like
then. I'll get
you're
out
just
of the water.
leaning. Yep, so you get out of the water, so you're not touching it, because you're thinking even though this energy doesn't seem to be applying any negative effects, it cannot be good for you.
No, it can't. And I
So-
can't afford to have split ends.
No,
That's fair. That's money.
Mhm.
It's you notice in
Especially
your
on
horror
Wednesday
as you
nights.
pull your feet out, it has dissolved all of the paint that was on your toes. All your nails.
It ruined my pedicure.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
here
Burned
complaining.
it away. So roll your stripper wrath roll. 1d your attack. 1d20 plus 5, please.
Oh, 1d20 plus 5. Okay.
Skelly Pimp is angry. You
13.
shoot your arrow and it bounces off of him.
Okay.
And he looks at you. I will be with you in a minute.
Oh,
Is
So
that
now
what
it
he
goes-
says?
He
So he
does.
has vocal cords.
he does.
you see basically energy vibrating underneath his skull.
It's more like his jaws chattering.
Yeah, his jaw chatter, but you can understand. No, it's like astral projection. You can hear him. He's
Oh.
speaking into your mind. I will be with you in a minute. Now it goes to GOP.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, this seems to be working. I actually would much rather fight this guy and have him keep destroying the skeletons and fight a bunch of skeletons simultaneously.
True.
So I'm gonna keep. I mean, lady, if you want to start blasting the skeletons in the walls, you can do that. But I am going to try doing the same thing I've been doing.
Mhm.
So bludgeoning damage with my axe.
Okay.
That would be a crit.
What's your
MG?
wait? What's your
Okay,
might?
never mind. Yeah.
Oh, it's Oh, that's right. It's not my modifier, right?
Not your
I crit-
modifier. It's the base roll.
Okay, yeah. So I would crit on a 14 through 20, not a
14
13.
through 20. Yeah.
Okay, so never mind on the crit. But I still do the crushing, right?
Yeah. You would would still apply crushing. He gets to do
Alright.
his resistance. Roll 1d8.
Oh.
All right, roll my 1d8.
Chester,
Eight.
where's the sword at?
Oh,
he
I'm
does
sorry.
resist
Let me
the
push it
crushing.
back up there. The kukri.
Okay.
8. So you
Oh,
hear
with the
some
K. Okay.
you hear some crackling and you hear some damage to a skeleton that lady just pulled all out on the floor.
Nice.
So you're damaging that skeleton. You're not sure how many hit points each one of these skeletons has, but it can soak more than 8 points. You know that. So then after him, at the end of the round, since he's the only enemy, he gets his second action. He doesn't like someone trying to crush him, and he reiterates himself that he will be with you, sir, in a minute. And
Plus 10. Dang.
blasts GOP with his beam weapon.
Okay.
Does it hit
Alright.
you?
18, yeah, 18
did-
hits.
Did you take cover behind a pillar? No, I don't think so.
No, we're just kind of at an open spot, so.
Okay.
And
I
I
was just
can't
curious.
move. I can't split my movement because I'm a
That's
human.
true. That's true. I wasn't trying to be rude. I realized I said that it sounded rude. I wasn't.
No, that's all good. But no, I took the hit.
11 points of damage.
Oof. Okay.
That's rough.
So
Right,
now,
repaired.
beginning of the round, it goes
Well,
to
what about-
Ethereal.
Oh, that's right. He's at the top. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Ethereal's the top. He's the top lion. Master Lion?
Okay. As I attack him, I'm gonna like lift him out of the water because
Mhm.
and shove him against the wall. And I want to
Shouldn't-
try to pin him out off
Out of the
while I'm
water.
attacking him.
Okay. Try it. Roll a grapple. That's 1d20 plus your might bonus. Because you're trying to skewer him with the halberd, you don't. The
Oh,
wall,
nice.
like the halberd is longer than the
Ooh.
wall.
22. Oh yeah.
22. So let's see if this little skeleton can beat you. He'll have to get a natural 20. No.
No.
So you
A
pick
lot
him
of
up and
twos.
hang him up against the wall. So now it is his turn. He is up against the wall and he looks at you and he says, "Perhaps you are truly worthy of this gift."
Oh.
And then he puts
no.
his so this is what happens. You are grappled with him, so you will not be able to avoid what is coming. But it is something particular. I need you to. So here's how it's going to go. So everybody has luck and fate. You have and all of those for this campaign start at 2. Ethereal, would you like to burn luck or fate for this interaction?
Look.
Luck. All right. So luckily, it is going to go in your favor. So you have 1 luck left and 2 fate. So what is going to happen is he pulls the lion's eye out of his skull, like he reaches his arm around yours, pulls it out, and shoves it into your eye,
Ooh.
replacing
Anyone
your
else
eye.
getting Yu-Gi-Oh flashbacks?
Yeah.
No,
So
sorry.
it replaces your eye. There is blood, there is pain, and there is this horrible cackling as he's now just lying there. And you have 1 less eye, but luckily it doesn't cause any internal damage, and you can still see out of it relatively for some reason. But that is going to be painful, so you drop him. But so now we're going to go. You don't take any damage from it or anything, but your eye has now been replaced with the gem. So, Chester.
Okay.
But I want
so
to try. I want to say that. Ask for him to join me then, if he thinks I'm so worthy.
okay.
All right, but first let Chester hit him.
All right. So I'm going to try my frost and see if that matters. It probably doesn't, but I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Now I'm doing a sword strike. Can I do an offhand bash with the shield?
Can you do an offhand bash with a shield? I don't see why not.
All right. Well, I shall try. So let me do the straight attack. Do you want me to minus anything that off of that? Like say minus
for the
2?
shield?
No, for the
For the shield?
for the main hand.
Main hand? No negatives for swinging your sword. The shield bash is just a straight D20 with no bonuses.
Okay. Well, that's a crit on
Yep,
the
that's
sword. And let me just
2d8.
do the straight bash.
And that too is a crit.
Oh, all right, and that's a D6. I'm assuming.
No, both 2d8. Weapon base damage is 2d8.
Okay.
I mean, is 1d8. Sorry. So yeah, 2d8.
So I got jiggy with it.
Yep, you did. So you hit him and you bash him, and you see that as you hit and bash, he's lifted up out of the water. So, well, he was lifted up out of the water, but the frost hardens the water, so the energy can't really transfer. Um,
Dope.
and you hit him for 16 points of damage, which is just enough to shatter him.
Nice.
And then you see the red lightning that was around him go into Dragon.
Oh, nice. Because I did something amazing, I twerk.
Okay. So he's,
Okay.
defacing the dungeon. It was evil already. It's fine. So, Dragon,
Yeah.
you hear, well, this place is cozy.
Oh, good.
It's intelligent.
No, I think
You really-
I think the necromancer put himself in him through the gem.
Indeed. Well, yes, one of the. Look, the great one is passed on, but it is always good to have a wonderful apprentice.
Oh, there you go. You're having a bad day, Ithriel.
Who said I'm
Luckily-
having a bad day? Might be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, luckily
You got a
he
magic
did.
item.
Yeah, he got it. Well, using luck means that the necromancer does not have control of his body. He's just a roommate now. So, as a result, the other skeletons seem to have lost their animation, and the ice around the ground. You realize that you can channel your ice in other places, and you put the ice into your shoes, so now you can, freeze the ground, so you're not like having wet feet.
Oh, right. Cold feet is better than wet
Cool.
feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you basically take your shoes off, you dry them, you wait for them to dry. Maybe you use the torch,
Mhm.
and then you freeze the floor so no one else, suffers
Gets
from
wet feet.
anymore.
Very nice.
Yeah. Because gangrene is a big pain, and
That's
it does
true.
exist.
It does.
So,
Or a swamp foot.
Swampfoot with Trenchfoot's horrible. So you are continuing down the hallway, I assume.
Yep.
So most of the skeletons seem to have battle damage for some reason. I don't know how that could have happened. But you come to a junction where you can turn to the left or to the right, but there's also a room in the center. So think of a Y junction, but in the center of the Y is a room which seems to have a cauldron in it and multiple small vials hanging up on the wall.
I look at Tank Boy.
These look interesting. I'm gonna go check them out.
Okay.
I'll check for traps somehow, some way.
Okay.
I want to
so,
heal myself.
Yeah.
Can I do a
you should.
crafting roll with this?
You can do a craft. Are you looking? Yeah. Well, let Lady look for traps. She's looking
No,
for
fair
traps.
enough. That makes
Make a
sense.
survival to look for traps.
Okay.
Maybe you should ask your roommate, Dragon, since he's.
He ain't gonna do nothing. Just be a smart ass in the irritator.
Yeah, I see if he can at least heal me, Paul.
Oh, I do need to repair my stuff.
6.
Oh no, no natural one.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, you everything looks good.
As I come down off of my perch, I slip on the water and fall on my ass, right? Or
No,
on the
there
ice
is no
and fall on
water.
my
I've
ass.
iced it up, and I catch
I
your
said
ass.
ice. I said
Yeah.
ice.
Okay,
I
so-
catch your eye. I catch your ass. I'm
Okay,
always
so-
focused on it.
So ice baby is more than a maybe. You fall and He goes to catch you. Make a reflex roll to catch her.
Ooh, sweet. To the rescue. Reflex.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
hilarious if it's also a 1.
Oh, please. Both of them. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
So he is able to catch her. Let me
Milady.
see. Yep. And as you catch her and, whisk her to safety, you hear click.
Oh, didn't I tell you to watch what you're doing, GOP?
Of
Everybody
course.
make a survival roll.
Oh,
God.
fun.
Everybody.
Well, I mean, unless you
Hey.
just don't want to hear anything.
14.
14. Ethereal, in your roommate says to you, "Oh, this is going to be fun."
Yeah, can
Okay.
you at least heal me if we're gonna share a box? We're gonna.
Too late. It's already happening.
So what happens is, as you are all listening, you hear this sound. It's this weird, sounds like a rushing sound, like a whoosh, coming down one of the hallways, and it gets louder and louder, and the water level seems to be rising somehow.
Okay, maybe we should run.
Where to?
But the as you know, the dashing elf,
Yes.
takes his foot off
That's
of the
me.
trigger.
Not me. I'm not the one that set the trap off. He was.
Well, you
I didn't
both
do
set
it.
off different ones.
I
But he
didn't set off
even-
anything. I was
How did I say?
standing there.
I made my roll. He's the one that
You
failed
did
his roll.
your-
No, it was Lady who rolled a 1.
Oh,
Yes, she tripped the trap,
oh,
and then
I
you
no,
picked her
no.
up.
I take responsibility for her failure. You're right. Yeah, absolutely.
So, as she's picked up off the pressure
yes,
plate that
yeah.
she had pressed, a wall comes down behind you, cutting off the hallway. And the door in the place with the cauldron starts to close, and you all are able, if you want to rush into that room, as you can now see the wall of water knocking torches out down that left hallway coming your direction.
Oh yeah, into the
we're gonna-
cauldron room. Yeah.
Yeah, we're leaving this room.
Okay, so you go into the cauldron room, and the door slams shut as you hear, and the water harmlessly guides around, and Ethereal, you hear is like, well, it's interesting, not the best option, but at least you lived. Our mutual acquaintance will last longer than I anticipated. So you are now all in this large cauldron room. The traps have been sprung. You inspect the other ones, and there doesn't all the everything's sturdy. There's nothing nothing gives on the edges. One way you check for traps is you press down on the edges instead of the middle, and you can see if there's give. It's probably a trap. So there's nothing there. The walls, you're not touching the walls, but make your crafting roll, GOP, to see what these
Okay.
vials are.
I don't know.
They're vials. They smell
Yeah.
funny.
Hey,
And
I'm
this
not
is
familiar
maybe-
with this brew.
Well, you did roll high enough to know what the brew in the cauldron is, but not what the stuff on the walls are.
Oh, fair enough.
The body parts floating in the cauldron kind of give away what it is.
Soup.
Blood soup.
Oh, blood soup.
I'm gonna show it to the mage since he also has a clockwork roll
Oh no, this is crafting.
or crafting. Well, I mean, we all have crafting. I'm gonna
But
show it to the wizard.
The wizard should actually make an astronomy roll.
Sweet. I have that. I'm still holding the woman,
Mhm.
by the way, because I'm
As you should.
I'm a gentleman.
Oh, I will be right back, gentlemen.
Okay.
Astronomy roll up and coming. No.
9 is enough.
Well, okay.
Ooh.
Because what you look up as everybody else is kind of looking around at this disgusting pool, and as you're looking down and looking up, you notice that there's a star chart on the ceiling, and the different organs and pieces floating in the cauldron align to the star constellations.
That's not right.
It is not right. Because you realize because you have a general knowledge of religion by talking with Ethereal of what this implies. That this is an homage to one of the gods.
I
Um,
ask Maximus to put his religious knowledge to use.
all right. Maximus,
So roll.
you roll a knowledge religion.
Well,
14? All right, excellent. So this is a tome. It is what is called as the Grim, basically the Grim Bargain or the Grim Handshake. It is where the aspects of two gods are either exalted or defamed. And you don't want to defame the gods because they get angry. But the gods they're not like humans. They're not as spiteful and childlike as humans. So the curses they imply can also be used as tools because the universe works like a sandbox. So that's where undeath comes from. This cauldron is one of the animators. It is a defamement of Jere, the goddess of war, because of the blood and organs that are there, and Gladara, which is the goddess of fire and the burning depths. So this is an astronomy chart in blood and organs, which is a profanity of war because this is butchery, and the burning depths are, as you would imagine, offended by the quenching heights of, star chart blood. So this is a complete defamement. This is blasphemy in a pot.
no,
And the
it's definitely
source.
never to be happy because they're defending one of my gods.
Oh yes, it is definitely defaming your gods. Um, it is kind of like if somebody took the Quran and threw it in a toilet that someone just had diarrhea in. Same difference. So, uh,
All right.
you now know the source of what is making the undead. Whoever wanted to make the undead would take out the cursed blood, splash it on a corpse, and that corpse would be cursed, being denied their rest in the depths, and would be forced to battle until they can settle their sins. So that's where undeath comes from. The reverse of war and denial from the depths.
So, if we somehow destroy this cauldron, will that help us in some way?
If you could purify it, if you just destroy it, then everything dead that the blood and stuff touches will come to life.
So I look at him. Purify away.
Can I purify it?
You hear in your head, no, probably not. Not what are you? And he like kind of reads your soul. You're not strong enough yet. Perhaps. If you had
Yeah,
to.
I'm not able. I tell them I'm not able to do it yet.
So I started looking around the room, trying to find a way to get out of this room because we were locked in
Still
here.
holding, lady.
Of course I am.
Yes, yes. So make a survival roll, lady. Would you like to look around, or are you just like gonna take a nap?
I'm just gonna ask when you're gonna put me down.
I put her down.
Okay.
You are put down.
Ask. Okay.
And but you are still a little bit concerned about the fate of your nails.
Boom.
Toenails.
Now,
The toenails.
now,
Mhm.
I've succeeded critically. Now,
Yes,
my
you did.
savant ability. What is that? Well, how does that play? How does that work?
So the savant ability is if it's a skill that you do not know, but this is survival, so you already know it, and you roll an 18 or better with someone helping you, you get the skill. So in this instance, savant wouldn't come into play because it's not a skill you don't know. You know
Okay.
survival. You have it. But I will give you an additional bonus because you're a smart boy.
Well, I got a
can help you.
22, so I critically succeeded.
Yeah, it's critical success in your range. So, what will happen is, as you're looking around, um, you don't necessarily have the rank to figure this out, like the survival rank, but since you got a critical, you pass. So, you basically know the right direction you need to go in. You're looking at the ceiling at this star chart and realize that the glass is hollow.
Okay.
So there is not really, doesn't look like there's a way out besides the door behind you, but you could somehow maybe move the glass up top, like move one of the planetary panels or something representing the sun or something, and go up.
I start doing that.
Okay, so you
How
begin
does he
exa-
reach the ceiling?
The ceiling is about 12 feet, so he'll basically climb on GOP and then be able to do it.
Yeah, that's easy
Okay.
to do. We'll definitely do that.
Yeah, as an elf, you can automatically do it because
Yeah,
it's
sure.
with 15 feet of movement. So you basically just hop from the ground onto his shoulder, and you begin fiddling with it. Make a clockwork roll, sir,
Oh, nice. Okay.
because you could only
Clockwork.
attempt it if you had clockwork.
Very well. Well, I do have that. So,
You do.
no, I'll say that's not right. All right.
No, why? What is it? Black?
No. I'm
No.
I'm new to the clockwork thing. You know.
Mhm. So you're basically pinch your fingers for 1 damage as you try to move this.
Okay.
You ever had like tried to lift up on glass and it kind of slaps back? You don't
Oh, yeah.
cut yourself, but it like
Oh, yeah.
pinches. Yeah, it hurts.
I'm back. Did I die?
No, he hopped up
no,
on your
I'm
shoulder and
sitting
tried
on
to,
you.
Oh,
yeah, and tried to do a clock because he realized the ceiling is hollow, that entire star chart thing, and there are little metal panels that represent like the sun and the planets, and he's trying to push one up so that you guys can get out through
Yeah.
the sun.
I do it
Um,
again. I got a paper cut.
You got a paper cut.
Oh, and I did
Oh.
it this time.
Yeah, critical success. So
I pushed
he
through the pain,
actually-
GOP. I pushed through the pain.
he pushes through the pain. And as he's pushing, he hears a click and he can twist, and then the panel goes up on its own, and he starts going with it.
Nice.
As your
Later,
hands
suckers.
your hands are frozen to the panel. This is like a wizard's elevator.
Oh,
Because what you do is you freeze your hands to it, twist it, and it pulls you up.
nice.
So he's going up. Is anybody gonna like follow him or like hang on to him or?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
jump and put my arms around his waist.
we're all going up.
Oh, that's
This
gonna.
isn't going to be comfortable,
Those-
right? Lee?
No, it's not going to be comfortable for him because that's going to put a lot of stress on the tip of his fingers.
Oh, no, his hands are frozen to it. It didn't pull his shoulders out of joint. So
Oh,
the lady, he probably doesn't mind being around his waist. So make a might roll, lady, to hang on to him.
Oh,
I think it's more of the mech suit.
I don't think you're definitely not gonna be able to hang on to him. It'll stop moving if you try to.
Would I add anything?
Yes. What's your might? Is it a 12?
It's a 2. I mean, it's a +2.
Yes. So 1d20 plus 2.
Make it, lady.
1d20
Make
plus
it.
2.
Oh, shit.
So
Nope.
you jump up and you
Missed.
jump off of him and you miss, and you sort of like you're looking him in the eyes, you kind of miss, and you go down and but you're so light you land like on the glass, and you no cracking, you're just on it, and you're like, "Whew, okay." You're just balanced perfectly so that you don't like shatter it and bring everything down.
Do I see a place I can jump to? That's
You
secure?
remember, you can jump 15 feet up. He is
Yeah,
not
but I was going to say, why in the hell am I doing this? I could just jump up there.
Well, you can. Well, the thing is you can. The problem is that he was kind of in the way. It wasn't.
Yeah,
is
true.
Now that he's out of the way, you could have done it, but
Yeah.
he's still within 15 feet of you. You can try to jump up to him again, but first, let's go to what GOP and Dragon are doing because they are standing down there and kind of like, huh? Well,
This is when you
How
need
we-
those boosters on those boots, huh?
I mean, so how high up did he go then?
He's about 24 feet up.
Okay. Can we use a rope? And is there anything to attach it to up there?
You could attach it to his foot if you lasso.
Well, I have a rope. If I can let something.
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah, you can
Just-
let it down once you get up to the top.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's my plan.
So you're going up there, you're getting up there, and you're like, this is kind of pretty far, and so you're up about what you would imagine 100 feet.
Well, did
which is
Lady make
weird.
her second roll?
Yes, lady, make your second roll to jump up and grab his legs.
Yeah, it didn't feel like we were 100 feet underground. I thought we were
That's
only
the
like
thing.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I forget what I'm adding. 2?
2.
Yeah.
Well, you just
No.
Chester, make a might roll for me.
See if you
So-
can catch me.
Yeah, you can catch her with your legs. It wouldn't be the first time. Go for it.
Oh.
Oh!
all right, sweet. 11.
That'll do it.
All right.
It's only a 10. Only difficulty 10. So
She's
she jumps up,
Little elf.
tries to grab, and you basically, catch her with your legs as you're going. And you go up about 100 feet, and then it stops, screws back in, and it defreezes, and you kind of just both drop to the ground, no problem.
So now there's ground under us.
There's ground under you. Are you dropping the rope?
So
How
there is
wide-
a
how-
hole. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
hole. You're
Oh,
just
I
on
see,
the
I see.
safe part.
Well, I get her rope and I tie them together, and thus 100 feet, and I drop it
Mhm.
down.
All right, you drop it down. So I need might rolls from the people climbing up.
And I tie it off somewhere here.
Yeah, there's conveniently there's the support pillars you can tie it around.
A Samson
Multiple-
post.
Yep, Samson post.
There
Go
we go.
for it.
How convenient.
That's good. Made it. GOP.
Okay. Let's see. So I got my might, and that'd be, I don't know, that'd probably be a +5. So, all right.
You are the skill boy, huh?
Oh man, that's horrible roll.
So the lion, being a cat, doesn't have to make a second roll. He makes it up there, slow and steady, and then you all see the rope pull really taut, but nobody's coming up.
Okay, I
You're
grab
gonna
a
have
hold
to
of
help
it.
me up.
I look at Maximus, and
I'll tie it to
and
myself.
we start pulling.
Okay,
I'll
so GOP
tie
roll
it
with
around myself.
advantage.
All right.
Nice.
That's a spread.
Nice.
That is a spread.
That is a
Nice.
spread.
Yeah, but that's a nat 20 though. That's nice.
Mhm. So you're able to actually get up without damaging the pillar or yourself. And you feel like you go up 100 feet and you realize something as you're going up, GOP. Dragon notices it immediately through to his eye. Dragon, when you look down the hole for GOP, the hole only goes down like 2 feet, like a groove, like a couple feet, which is really confusing because your natural eye sees a 100-foot tunnel. Your dragon's eye or lion's eye, the gem, sees like a 2-foot divot. And as you kind of look up at the wall, you realize that you weren't traveling up. This is like a subway tunnel. It is magically bent space. So whenever you went up, it turned you and you traveled 100 feet down the line. But, in your perception, you went straight up.
Sweet.
So he's basically climbing, like floating in the air, pulling a rope. And then he just kind of steps down. And it's really
Okay.
trippy for your mind. It's just like, what am I
I'll just look
looking
out
at?
the one eye.
Yep, you just look out the one eye so that your brain can comprehend what's happening. So you step down and you see these 2 doors, and you hear in your head, go to the one on the right.
Okay.
Are you relaying this, or are you just going to go to the one on the right?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them.
The voice in his head says go to the right.
Why does he have a voice in his
Okay.
head? That's the first I'm hearing of this.
Yes, are you telling them you have a voice in your head?
No, I don't want them to think I'm crazy.
Okay.
Oh, then why do you want us to go to the right?
Why do you want to go to the right?
Do you have a better suggestion which way to go?
Nope, right it is.
Yep.
Okay, you go to the
I
right.
let you open it
Oh.
though.
Okay. Who's opening the door?
Not me.
Our suggestion, man.
You said the right, so why don't you open it?
Make the one in the armor open the door. Pretend like you're struggling with it. You need
Oh,
extra-
armor
Yeah.
guy. Open the door.
All right.
Now watch this. It's going to be great.
Cool.
Do we not have
So-
anyone
So-
who has like ranger skills, like
Checking for traps.
checking
that
for
kind of
traps and stuff like that? Yeah, because my
Yeah.
health is really low.
Does anyone want to roll a survival right now? Maybe? No? Maybe?
Sure.
Is that how
Okay,
you
cool.
check for traps?
It's a survival roll.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
can check
Well,
for
then
traps.
let's do that. I didn't
Yeah,
know
why
that.
not? I'll do it too.
Ooh,
21.
critical.
Well, now lady got it.
Lady got it?
Good
So-
job, lady. Ooh, I got it too. Nice.
You
This
got
is
it
all about
too.
the elves, baby.
So you both were like, wait a minute. You go up, you put your ear to the door, and you hear running water on the other side of the door.
Fuck.
Maybe the left would be a good one. Dragon in your mind, you're like, ah,
Uh-huh.
oh
I'm
well.
gonna trust a necromancer.
We don't know it's the necromancer.
No, we don't know anything. That's true.
We have no
Out of
clue.
character.
But GOP's suspicious though. He has suspicious minds.
I do.
So, you hear rushing water, and from your listening with your elf ears, you can tell that this water is definitely backed up behind this door, and when you open it, it's probably going to push the door out with it.
Oh, okay. So that's the one on the right, and we don't want that. So the one on the left is the same.
Check it. Make your survival. Put
Oh,
your ear to the door.
Okay. Now in this game, everybody has 2 luck and 2 fate each game session. Is that what you're saying?
Luck and fate is determined by the GM. Like, if it's going to be a short campaign, you get like 1 luck, 1 fate. If it's going to be like an average,
21.
you get 2 luck, 2 fate. All right,
So
21.
they
So
build
just
up or not?
regenerate?
I rolled an 18, so we got plenty
I
of
rolled
goodness
21.
going on here.
Luck and fate.
I'm
Luck
just
and fate.
yeah.
The
Oh, that's
standard is
GOP.
2. Yeah, the standard is 2 and 2. Yes, sir.
Okay. I just was curious.
Standard. Yes, sir. Standard 2 and 2, and you can burn those to basically change something that would otherwise be,
I get it. It's like fate
detrimental or
points.
terrible.
I get it.
Yeah, like fate points, but also you kind of get to tell the story yourself a little bit.
Yeah. I get it. Cool.
So, the difference between luck and fate is luck has it, like the bad thing may happen, but it goes luckily in your favor. Fate means, if something bad has happened, you make it through it because you're fated to
Right.
pass this trial.
Sounds good.
So what happens is you open up the door,
Mhm.
or you listen on the other side of the door, and the only person who gets is GOP. And on the other side of the door, you hear cursing. Not like magic cursing, literal cursing.
Hey, somebody has a dirty mouth on the other side of this door.
And there were no traps on this door.
Nope, it's just a normal door.
Well,
No
I'm
traps.
pretty beat up, so I'm
Yeah.
not going to be the first one.
I
through.
open the door and I say, "Huzzah!"
Why can't?
You
Okay.
open up the door and say huzzah, and before you is a goblin.
Okay. I am in my stance with my sword and shield, and I'm like, "Why are you here,
Why are you here?
Dungeon Delvin? You find anything good?"
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How big is this place?
It's a big hallway. It looks like as you go into it,
No, I asked the
it's
goblin.
how big is this place? Man, it goes on for miles. we've kind of dug into it. And we've been adding on to it. The rocks kind of put themselves into place. It's really convenient.
Oh, that is nice. I give him a piece of jerky and I chew on a little bit myself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you see, the wizard or whoever was here before that hired us, and then kind of got killed. His lackeys all like did kind of weird magic stuff. I don't care about that. We're goblins. We always get the crap into the stick. So we're just like, well, if you guys aren't using these rocks, we're just gonna use them to build. Little did we know that they're like magic self-aligning bricks. So whenever we put up a wall, usually they'd be crappy, goblin walls, but like the stones magically assert themselves into perfect symmetry, so they're like super sturdy. So we made a goblin city inadvertently, I guess.
Oh, congratulations.
Ooh,
So
wow.
welcome to Gobopolis.
Oh, thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
yeah, definitely. So basically the dungeon delve is kind of no more, huh?
Oh, no. There's still a dungeon. You go through that door over there. We just
Oh,
built Gobopolis over here.
oh, okay.
The dungeon
Sweet.
still goes on for a long time. Like we had to walk through a whole bunch of catacombs to get the rocks. We just brought them all over here because we didn't have anywhere else to go.
Sweet.
Yep. Watch out
So
for
we
the
have a
worms.
trading station, I guess.
We
along the
do.
way.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
say, what are you so upset about then?
What am I upset about? Well, you still haven't found a way out.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what we're trying to do. We've been digging down, and we were hoping that we'd come into a chasm that would connect to one of the tunnels that we built to get here, but we just can't find it.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of stuck in here too. I didn't really think about it.
That's all right. Welcome.
Probably
there
have to
have
go
been
through
other.
to get out, I would say.
I would imagine so, but we're not brave enough for that. But
Did you
there
ever
are.
consider trying to dig up?
Look, okay. I don't know if you understood. Bravery. Digging up means cave in. Cave in bad.
That is fair. I look over at GOP as I say that. That is fair. Yeah. Well,
Also, have you noticed that this place runs under the river?
no.
Dig up bad.
Good point. Goblin knowledge.
How deep is the
goblins
river? Do we
die, and I
remember?
watch.
Oh.
I said, well, we're going through. So, when we do eventually get out of here, you guys will be able to just follow behind us.
He reaches into his goblin pouch and hands you a big red stick of chalk. Here, mark the walls.
Okay.
We'll follow.
I say thank you.
But you're welcome. If you do service, you can stay in Gobopolis if you need to come back and rest or trade or whatever. We have plenty of other adventurers, much like you, that came down into the mausoleum. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
They came in from different places, but they got stuck all the
did
same.
they make it out?
No, they're mostly working here. They keep searching through the maze to get out, though. You see, before the necromancer died, from what they told me, and he pulls out like this book with a bunch of writing in it. Yep, right here. See the journal? It says right here that whenever the necromancer captain that ran this place died, the walls and tunnels rearranged themselves like a jigsaw.
I see. Yeah, those pesky necromancers.
Indeed.
Well,
watch out for the worm, though.
Worm?
Yes, worm. WYRM. Worm.
Oh, that type. Oh, okay. We'll definitely watch out for that. We'll proceed here a little bit, see what we got. Maybe we'll come back and get some rest in Gobopolis. Thank you very much for the invite, by the way.
You're welcome. It would be good to have new blood. That's taller than 2 foot nothing.
Well, you shouldn't be so down on yourself.
Look, man, I've been stuck in a hole for 5 years now. It's not down, it's just the only place to go. I can't go up.
Well, I vow to you that I shall find you a way out.
Cool. I'll hold you to that, and in return, I give you this. And he holds it up to you. I found it in one of the rooms.
Okay.
You know those masquerade
that
masks
looks like
that you hold up with a
used
stick?
condom.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
You know those masquerade masks that you hold up with a stick? You know, if you're, very
Oh yeah.
um
Posh.
it's one of those.
Oh, nice. Very
I
good. I
found
hit it
it.
to the lady because that's a lady thing.
Yep, if you look through it, you
I
get
do.
fun times.
Oh,
That's
nice.
So
exactly what I don't need.
so lady, as you look through it, it looks very striking on you. Um But as you're looking through, everything is like the color palette of the world changes, and it's like oranges and blues and reds, and they're all weird, and it's just like, oh, my eyes. Oh, goodness. Ugh. It's just really weird. There's some whites mixed in there, and it's just like everything goes technicolor.
Taking it
wow.
off.
Okay.
Is it still happening to her?
No, just when you look through it.
Okay.
Are you letting anyone else look through?
Anyone else want to look through it? You can see some bright lights and different colors and stuff like that. No one takes it?
I'll look through it with my special eye.
Ho ho! He's probably seen it before.
You look through it,
Smart
and
one.
when you look through with the other eye, it's like, you want me to explain it to you? Is that it? Well,
Mhm.
I'll explain how it works in exchange for something to be negotiated in a future time. Do we have a deal?
You're not controlling my body.
I don't want control of your body. I just want some, some assistance. If I'm going to give you power and information, I at least expect some form of repercussion.
Fine.
You did try to steal my eye. So, fine. So I'll explain how it works.
And you gave
Notice
it to him.
how the background is blue and black. Basically, he describes when you look through this thing, you get predator vision. These are thermal goggles.
Oh, okay.
So when you look through it, you see heat signatures.
Nice. That's good for a ranger. Good job.
Yep.
All righty.
But he doesn't tell her. He's got to tell me, though.
Yeah, he's got to tell you how it works.
Okay,
you
I'll
going
tell how it works.
All right, he explains to you how it works. So when you look through it, you see heat signatures. The bright oranges and reds are concentrations of heat.
Okay. Is there a way that I can put a string on this and just like make it a mask?
Yeah, you could just make a necklace out of it.
A
And
necklace?
just hold it. Yeah, you could just, like tie
Oh.
to both sides, wear it around your neck, and then pull it up over your eyes when you need to.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, so you do that, and the goblin's like, well, if you want to go down that hallway, that's where the rest of the fun stuff is. Avoid the worm, and the other things to go bump. There's lots of magic and stuff. You look like somebody that would like that. Or you can talk to Archimedes. He sells scrolls. Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good.
Wait,
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there someone that sells healing potions here? We got a party member that's injured.
He looks over. Which one of you's injured?
All of them except me. Well, no, I got a paper cut.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Here,
Well,
you want
we
me to
should
kiss
probably
it?
go in and check out what they have kind of for sale and what we can. I need to repair my suit, so we
Yeah,
should probably do
we're
that
kind of
first.
on time anyway, so we'll end the session in Gobopolis. Sure.
okay, so you guys travel into Gobopolis, and you see basically this large open chasm. The ceiling's probably 120 feet up, and it's wider than that around. It's like a large chasm that's been excavated, probably in the original building. It's probably one of the 3 core rooms of this dungeon. It used to be the barracks, you can tell. From the stones. The goblins have just built on it. There's humans, orcs, every species is here from all across, like all down the river, because the river stretches like the Nile, up the continent. And
Have you
this
seen the
is
Nile recently?
and this is one of the this is one of the mausoleum bases for the northern part of the continent. So
I see.
this
So
mausoleum
Rook threw
connects
us into a trap. Bastard.
This mausoleum attaches to other mausoleums. It's the underground tunnel system of the Necromancer's war forces,
Oh, Necropolis. Very
a
well.
necropolis. So you basically have multiple different buildings. There's a hub where you can buy potions. There's eateries. There's goblin, themed stuff around. There's, Human's Place. There's a den of debauchery and sin, or the strip club.
Money for you.
There's also
They may not
a
hire me. I don't look like a goblin.
Oh no,
You
they'll
don't have
hire
to-
you.
Oh no, there's
Yeah,
all
they'll
kind
hire
of
you.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
there are all
goblins
kinds of people.
definitely hire you. Is there a tavern?
There is a tavern, and there's also what looks to be some kind of clockwork shop with a bunch of
Ooh.
gnomes walking around.
Oh,
Well,
nice,
that'll help me out.
nice.
So, where are you going first? You got 15 minutes. Where are you going?
I'm going to
15.
the tavern.
Tavern. So you guys go to the tavern, and you
Well,
are
I am.
greeted
He's
at
probably
the.
going to the clockwork
Okay.
shop.
Yeah,
Alright, so
I need to get
first-
repaired.
All right, so first we'll go GOP, going to the clockwork shop real fast. So you go to the clockwork shop. It's only like, a normal medieval style building size. So maybe, a few people can walk inside, but it's mostly on the outside. It's a bunch of gnomes that says they are the Builders League, and they're kind of grumbling to themselves, and it's like, welcome, a architect, a champion of the people. What can we do for you, tall one?
Oh yes, I need to repair my armor, and also, I realized I neglected to install a ranged weapon when I came down here. So if you have anything I can add to my armor, I would appreciate it.
Well, how much damage do you have?
I'm down 11 points.
11 points. So they're like, well,
Half.
we can repair your suit. It will cost roughly about 15 gold pieces, I'd say, from this damage. We do have the bronze. But also, if you want us to install a ranged weapon, do you want a big weapon, a medium weapon? We have a power sling on sale, only 20 gold.
Let's see. So the power sling. If I'm looking up the damage types, right?
Mhm.
What kind of ammo would that use? Because this doesn't.
Yeah, it all goes by the ammo. It would use a bullet.
Oh well, yeah. So is that like something I could fire each round?
So the way, if you load the bullet in and pull the crank, it winds up like the gears, like by you pulling the lever.
Yeah.
It winds it up, super spring style, then fires it.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if they could have like a mechanism where I could have multiple in there, so I don't have to replace. I can just have it fire, each round if I need to.
Oh, you want something repeating? Well, that will be 100 gold.
I only have 75 on me.
Well, do you have anyone you could bum money off of?
I probably do.
Well,
yeah. Well, I'll go. Well, yeah, but they have to repair my armor anyway, so I don't actually have that much because I have to spend some money to repair it.
yeah, but you can still bum it. So you spend the money, you spend the 15, so you're down to 60.
60.
So
But I'm
you need
healed.
40. Yep, your suit is healed. You have 7 hit points, so you're fine. Your suit is healed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So okay. So
Ethereal,
Yeah,
I'm assuming since you didn't say anything, you're going with him. So,
Yeah.
you gonna try to bum money off of Ethereal?
pardon me. Can I please get some of your coin to have a repeating weapon, ranged weapon on my armor?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
splendid.
You give 40 gold to GOP, and he gives his gold and money to the gnomes, and the gnomes work on it, and they take your measurements. While that's going on in the tavern,
Yes.
you step into this tavern and are greeted by Vienna.
Ooh, that's a big
She
city.
is and she's a big lady.
Oh no. Okay. All right,
They're not in a bad way.
I don't judge.
She is a female orc, and Vienna is tall, strong, and very green. And she looks at you like, ah, a new visitor. Welcome, traveler, to the Pit Stop Inn.
Oh, nice.
On account of all the gnomes we got next door making all kinds of racket. But it's always good to have fresh meat around here. I mean, new customers. And she gives you the winky face.
Okay. I look over at Lady and I say, I think they're cannibals.
You, as a lady, you don't have to make a roll to know what she meant by that statement.
I don't. Okay.
I'm an innocent,
know
naive,
exactly-
innocent.
Yeah, he's
Uh-huh.
naive and innocent. Well, she's gonna eat him, but not in the way he
Yeah,
does.
right. That's okay. Just let it happen. Anyway, I need a room.
And she says, "Well, we sell rooms here for 5 gold, or the better rooms for 10 gold, or you can work here and stay for free."
5 gold, 10 gold. Is that like forever?
It's 5 gold for the week.
Oh, that's not bad. You said
Mhm.
10 gold for the
And-
nice room?
Yep, 10 gold for the nice room.
I give her 10 gold.
Ah, thank you. Right this way. And so she reaches down her frock and pulls out the key from between her hiding place, and she leads you to the room. And you notice as you go upstairs, like in Harry Potter, this is a much larger ceiling than it should be.
Oh, I see.
And
The
you see the-
stairs are moving.
No.
No? Okay.
The goblins got the bricks, but the people who work here got the magic beams.
Nice.
So the wood that this place is made out of expands when you're inside it, like, a room that's bigger than the outside. So it's about the size of of the floor of a Marriott hotel, just like
Oh,
one of the
nice.
floors.
Very good.
So she leads you over to one of the rooms, open up, and it's a very nice room. It's got it's got a king bed in it. It has some
No
amenities.
multiple beds?
Well, it's plenty
Oh,
big
my
enough
apologies.
for 2.
Well,
it's
sofa.
large enough for. Well, she just made an assumption you were 2 elves traveling in here, and you look rather
Mhm.
friendly. So, she, there's a king bed. There's a wash station. There's a mirror. There's a bathroom, which is not actually a hole in the ground. It actually has a toilet.
Nice.
Wow.
The gnomes installed it. They have
Sweet.
indoor plumbing.
This is why gnomes are
Um,
valuable.
Indeed, and
And
also
bards
there
are
is
not.
there is a window of magic glass. And the magic glass, if you have like a memory of a scene, like say you walked by a field of daffodils, right?
Mhm.
If you put your hand, like
As
you
one
press
does.
your hand, press your hand up against the magic glass, it will record that memory and play a field of daffodils like a TV screen.
Oh, that's nice.
Aw.
It's a very nice room.
Or if you think of like a winter scene, it'll play the snow and it'll actually change the temperature relative to what the scene is. So whatever climate you're used to, the room will
Wow.
acclimate.
That's cool.
It is cool.
Indeed. And there's little fireflies that act as the lamp on top. They just kind of buzz around, living their little firefly lives in like a little, what are they called? Apiary. Mhm.
Okay.
So that's the room. And there's
Nice.
a couple of closets and a washboard.
Oh, that's very nice.
Easy
So
wash
I
your
take the key and I give her a wink and a kiss on the cheek. I say, "Thank you very much, ma'am."
Anytime, handsome. Let's see here.
I am
Hold on a
handsome.
second. You are handsome. Excellent. So, what's your range defense?
Me, 15.
Okay, cool. You didn't see that slap on the ass coming. It kind of lifts you off the ground a little bit, and then she walks away.
I would assume that's a melee attack, but okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's okay. Either way, I
Yep.
had the same number on each side of it, but that's all right. I just give her a sly grin.
Mm-hmm. So now you have a room.
Sweet.
So, um, since she realizes that you and the elf are not together, she says, "So would you like to stay, sweetheart?"
Oh, to lady.
She goes, do the people who work here share a room, or they got their individual rooms?
Um, Sister, there's about 2 more floors like this. There was plenty of magic lumber, and we realized that some of the lumber actually was still sprouting, so we grew some of our own.
Oh, lucky.
Oh,
Well,
yes, sir.
my
It was.
spare time, I am an exotic dancer, but
Oh, so you would want to work down on the club or on the 3rd level, is what you're saying.
no, I don't need the 3rd level. I'll
I'm
just
just saying
dance.
if you wanted to work.
But I
That's
don't
what
have
we have.
any. I don't have any of my costumes here to,
Oh, girl,
flash.
you can use some of my clothes. Look, well, when I was a young lass, we don't throw anything out. You could use them; they'd probably fit you.
Okay.
I sprawl out on
Yeah.
the bed, my arms behind the back of my head.
So, you two go. Are you going to the tavern after while the gnomes are installing the stuff in your suit?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so you go there, and about this time, the orc, Vienna, and Lady are kind of talking in the main tavern area, which is the main lobby. Then
She shows me where they dance at or whatever.
yeah, it's in the basement. It's the bottom level.
Okay.
It's actually this
Mm.
huge marble floor with multiple different like blue and red magic flames, and there's a
Ooh.
bar that glows green, kind of neon green. That makes everybody's drinks glow different colors. There's scantily clad waitresses. There's
The
different
best kind of
chairs
waitress.
They are.
and and seats and chairs, and you realize something as soon as you see a guy whisper in a waitress's ear. She kind of rolls her eyes, and he hands her a few gold, and she smiles. All of the waitresses are changelings, so they shapeshift into whatever female you want to wait on you.
Well, very nice. I am having something to eat, by the way.
Excellent. So then there's a dance floor and other things like that, and you can tell that it does shift themes. At sometimes they do kind of like a hoedown type of thing where they do like line dancing, and then at times they do like these elven exotic dancing like they're doing right now with the magic fire and flames, and then they have another one that's more stoic where everybody kind of dresses up in librarian and maid outfits.
Down,
Okay.
down, 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 down.
So you all go to the tavern. She shows you if you want to work here where you'll be, and then she shows you to a normal room. She asks the 2 gentlemen, "Do you want a nice room for the week or an average room, gentlemen?"
Well, I'm short on funds, so I think I'll work for my room and board.
She kind of looks at you, and she kind of like pinches your arms. Is like, not terribly stout though, but I'm sure you'll do. You have any redeeming qualities there, honey?
I believe I could work in the kitchens if that is all right.
Oh, excellent. We do need another chef after one blew his hand off.
Oh,
Wonderful.
splendid.
Darkon, you're gonna get some help. Oh, thank the great green lord. You hear an orc call from the kitchen.
All right, cool.
And he comes, and like Garcon leans out. He's like this very fat orc with tusks and a hook for a hand and a normal hand. All right, feller, get back here and start kneading the dough. As he's like, the hook is covered in dough.
And I do spend the rest of the day dangerously flirting with Vienna.
How did he die? Crushed pelvises. Woohoo! Yeah, that brings us to time.
Sweet.
The next
all right.
episode's title is Crushed Pelvises.
Crushed Pelvises. Very, very nice. Session 2. Session 1, actually. This is session 0. We got right to it. Very nice. All right.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
excellent. That was fun, for sure. Actually, I like this better than the last one that we had.
Oh, thank you.
But
we don't have a piss wolf.
No, well, we don't need a piss wolf. I have made an executive decision that all piss wolves die. But nevertheless, it's a very tight little character sheet. I like it. Very nice. Cool. We'll do a little bit offline here, I'm sure. But thank you all very much. We will see you all next week. Keep in mind, this week we are doing, I think it's M Squad on Drone Recorder Ultimate Edition, which is an indie. So come back for that. Please support our indie friends, of course. Yeah, we'll see you next time on Fortress of Hope, which I'm still wondering why it's called that.
You'll find out.
Anyway,
All
later.
right.
Good night,
Later.
everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.